Alright guys, welcome to Dungeon Next Door. Alright. Glad to have you guys join us.
Oh, whoopsie.
What did you do?
His phone's on. I was like, where is it coming from?
That was me.
Doing great.
Alright.
So Toro was just the replay.
Sorry for the technical difficulties. But
Matt's
if you
on
can,
too.
I'm gonna
What
break
is this
everyone's
vault you're
phone.
talking about?
We're going to take this opportunity
To break
silence
everyone's
our phones.
phones. Yep.
I said that before we even started.
We
guys.
did.
Alright, so
Here it is, green onyx right here too.
who wants to do the recap of last week?
Angus McKenzie.
Angus. Please give us a recap of what happened
If you
last
want,
week.
you can read it off your
Well,
article.
I got off a boat. Then we went and we had some ale, some strong ale, and then we jumped in some sort of hole and we defeated a giant. I defeated a beast with some little help from my companions. And then we drank, and then we wake up in the morning half drunk, and somebody's talking about some worm, and that's where we are. You sure you don't want to recap?
I was gonna recap after that, but yeah, definitely got the recap.
I nailed it.
So last time, three of our adventurers, it was Angus, Bell, and Nearmore, arrived to Vieski. After arriving to Vieski, they were told to go to the local tavern, the Keen Spade. At the Keen Spade, they met Mina and Sotir. After meeting these guys, there was a mishap that happened in the bathroom where the whole restroom fell into the sewers, taking the barmaiden with it. There they go into the sewers. They meet the Rat King. Expect the name. And he gives them little to no advice of follow the rats.
You're a joke.
Close the window.
May they trust that. It took them to where they needed to go. They ran into some spiders that helped them push them in the correct direction. And there they found a slug-like beast with long tendrils coming out of the side of its mouth, and it was a hardy battle, but they were soon the victors. After defeating the
Credit by association.
After defeating the slug-like beast, they went back home or back to the tavern, and they went to bed. Some dreams happened. They woke up the next day, and a big burly woman, demanding for their help, not really asking, but demanding their help, requested that they find her husband. He has not come home in the past couple days, and she is worried sick about him. Alright. So, that's where we left off. What would you guys like to do?
Married couple's better.
I think we should regroup.
Yeah, I was at the bathhouse.
Yeah.
Alright.
So who's on here right now? It's me. Is it everyone except her? I
No,
think
it's
so.
morning.
It's morning, so like the bathhouse would have been like...
Yeah, we were at breakfast.
Yeah, everybody was
We
at
were at
breakfast. So you would have been coming in
left breakfast
after.
at the bathhouse.
Because she was
Because
wiping
I
out the
was
film.
mad.
She was mad.
So after cleaning up, you join the rest of your friends who are at the table with a nice little meal prepared in front of them.
I would like to order some haggis.
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 All right. I will get that on. What is haggis?
Sheep stomach stuffed with oats and barley.
You see as Tobias kind of just has this look and goes, I will see what I can do. He walks off to the back. What is the rest of you guys doing? As you guys have the breakfast prepared in front of you.
Is there
Just
anyone?
eating.
Is there anyone else in the tavern?
As you see in the tavern, you just see kind of like a bard kind of playing his lute. Just nothing too upbeat. He's just kind of like playing like a very soft tune to just kind of lull through the quietness of this tavern. You might see a couple guys kind of playing cards or anything, sitting off in the corner. But it's morning time and usually like people are off to work.
I walk up to the bard. Hey, sir.
Hello.
Nice playing.
Thank you.
So, have you lived here a long time, or just walking by?
I've been here for a while. I would say a couple of months, but I wonder where the gold is.
What do you know about fantastic creatures like werewolves, vampires? Have you heard anything about that around here?
Well, yes, there has been a little bit of howling that's been going off in the night. But there was the family, Edward and his gal. He was supposed to be handling that, but other than that, I don't like to bother with the fantastic beast. They can wrinkle a man's clothes.
Very true. All right, now flick him a gold coin.
Why, thank you. And he goes off to continue playing.
Is the waiter back?
The waiter, the waitress, the barmaid, she comes back with what Angus has requested, with her nose just kind of
Haggis, say it.
Here, sir, is your haggis.
Do you know of any local butcher shop around here?
Yes. There is one that is a couple blocks down. Yes, so the one couple blocks down, yeah, so just guy's kind of off to himself. What do you need from the butcher?
Well, I figured if we're gonna deal with this werewolf problem, we might as well go prepared with some meats and offer them that instead of us.
Yes, actually, that sounds like a great idea to go with. He's usually up by this time. He would be slaying away. So, yeah.
Okay. I would like to go to the butcher shop then.
Alright, does anybody want to join her at the butcher?
Absolutely not.
Do you think this butcher shop would reuse the skins of the hides, of their animals to make some clothes, maybe?
Yeah, we might need some warmer.
You can probably see if you can probably get the tan and hide and maybe take it to the general store. I definitely know the general store is kind of a little bit of a dibble of a blacksmith, a tanner. He does a lot of work, but he should be able to fix that up. But
Where is that in relation to the...
I
should know this.
Yes. you would
I'm just kidding. I'm testing your knowledge. I know where it is. For the other people who don't know, you might tell them though.
For the correlation between where the general store is. The general store is usually in the market square. The butcher is probably like more north from the market square, probably a couple buildings down, but the general store has the prime real estate. The butcher is a couple houses down, more on the northern path.
Absolutely. Been there many times.
Alright, so who is off going to the market and who is staying here?
Market.
I need up the automaton.
I'm
So-
staying put.
So you're the only one staying put?
No, I would probably stay unless we're starting the adventure.
Alright.
So I'm doing
Yeah,
a job. I got
I
a
would
job
con-
to do.
Yeah, sure.
I'd consider this part of the investigation if we all do want to go on this adventure to find this Edward.
Let's have this discussion between characters. Let's figure out what we're doing.
So, would anyone like to go to the butcher shop with me or the local market?
I could definitely go to the market. I'm gonna need some warmer clothes if we're gonna be traveling at all.
So, you guys agreed to go hunt werewolves?
We're not saying hunt. Just find the guy.
Yeah, we're just
Bring him
finding the
back.
guy.
There's a
Hopefully
missing
in one
person.
piece.
Okay.
Alright.
Soda, are you
Angus?
coming with us?
I would like to come. I am ready for an adventure. However, I should probably tell Tobias. So I walk over to Tobias and Tobias,
Yes.
I would like to take a vacation.
For how long?
I'm not sure how long I will be gone, but I will return.
Alright, I will try to find someone to replace you.
Good luck.
You will be missed.
Thank you. I run back over to the group.
I am ready.
That's Bertha.
Fascinating.
Bertha's not here, what?
No, yes, she left.
Yeah, she left.
Yeah.
Angus,
Angus.
what do you think? Should we go with them? Do you
Um,
want to go to the store?
I want to follow the automaton.
Okay.
Soaked, as he calls it.
Alright, so as you guys start traveling through, you guys notice that the roads are like quite empty. Like the town, because it's cold outside, everyone kind of sticks indoors. So everyone just kind of like, you see people kind of quickly moving to like one building to another. Like no one's out, in a market. They're just like, they scurry and they're just quickly just making sure to keep warm.
I'm not sure if it'll affect, but like, what's the temperature? Like, is it what's the weather?
The weather
No.
is,
How is it?
it's kind of like it's slightly a bright sunny day, kind of lightly clouded. Temperatures are cold, almost like maybe 20 degrees, just right there before freezing. It's kind of got like a light snow, but it feels like more of the wind kind of picking up the snow that's already there and kind of like blowing it around. But yeah, it's really nippy outside.
Newton's too cold for Mackenzie.
But as you guys start traveling towards you guys are going to the butcher first? Or are
I'm
you guys
going to the
first?
butcher. I think Amina is going to the market.
Yeah.
Alright, so who's all going to the butcher? Toot.
I mean, to make it easier,
We
I can
need-
just go with you all and we go.
Alright, so
If you'd like to stick together, we can go to the butcher first and then the market after.
Well, didn't you want to get hides from the
Yeah.
butcher to take to the market to make into clothes?
Unless they already have made clothes there. I believe sometimes they do. Unless my memory misguides me.
So as you guys get to the butcher, you guys just kind of see him with like a lot of hang meats in one area. You can tell much more where he is. It's just a tad bit colder. He's kind of made his own little freezer where he is, and he kind of looks up. Well, guys, guys here for some meats?
Yes. Do you know anything about what werewolves would like, or wolves in general?
Werewolves, no, but wolves, just meat, raw. It's raw meat.
Can I get 3 things of raw meat? How does this exchange work?
Well, what type of meat do you want? Do you want pork, beef, chicken?
Probably beef.
Beef. Big slab of beef, small slab of beef. What you looking for?
Big slab. How big is a big slab? Like bigger than the tiny folks?
Yeah, you'd say about their size.
Then 2 slabs of that and a 1 small slab.
Alright. So he goes and he kind of picks up what would be like, maybe some like good like rib steak, pork loins, that part of the area, and he just goes, eh. Takes it off the hook. Just you can see him just like slamming right through to the wood, just clean cut, and just boom, 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 slides it across, weighs it. So, why are we feeding wolves?
Not wolves per se. Werewolves. I assume this is a small town. You've heard of Edward and Bertha and how he is a little bit lost right now.
Yeah, I just try to keep my nose down and sell my meat.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's a weird family I don't like to mess with. So he's like, well, that's gonna be about 1 silver piece.
I give him 1 gold piece.
Ah, thank you.
I'm sorry. Did you say that's a weird family you don't like to mess with?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I mean, who goes out and causes a fight with things bigger than them? Like, I just don't do it.
Mackenzie does.
They must be Mackenzies.
Must be.
Definitely not Mackenzie's.
Well, thank you for the meat.
Well, thank you for coming by. Yeah. Well, you guys have a nice day. Unless you guys need anything else.
Wait, is the meat in like a bag or something?
Yeah, he's got it nice and like this like very paper folded up
Okay.
and everything. So like
And then
he's
he's
even
gonna
put
sling
like
it
a
over
very like like the brown paper they used to use, and then puts a little ribbon on top of it just so it's nice and stacked.
Do you happen to have any hides by chance?
Let me check. He kind of goes back, and he's like, "Yeah, I got some hides, but they're still wet."
I'm like, no.
I'll take my chances at the general store.
Yeah,
Thank you, though.
that's a better place, unless you want cow print.
Cow what?
Oh, good. It's good to see you again.
That's pretty nasty.
Thanks for coming by. Alright, so as you guys leave the butcher, you guys move over to the general store. The way you see this general store, it is a corner lot, but it's like in a very V-like shape at the corner lot. So on one side of the street, you will see in the northern part, you would see like a blacksmith anvil, forgery, where he would have a lot of his stuff over there. And then the middle part is kind of like, imagine the old kind of Western saloons, how they used to have those corner spots. In the in the middle part, you'd have more of like the general store part, and then over on the eastern part of the building, you would have more of his clothing design spots. All right. So as you guys walk in, you would you hear the chiming of the bell, and a lady comes up, and she's like, "Yes, does anyone need any assistance?"
Looking for some warmer clothes for this weather.
My size.
Need something for child size?
Not a
I
child.
knew you.
A variety of sizes, if you will.
Okay. So she looks at you and goes, "Okay, so let me get my measuring tape." And she's like, "I just need you to stand perfectly still, arms wide." And she starts measuring you out. And she says, "So, are we looking for something function or fashion?"
Definitely both.
Definitely.
So,
like her.
when we look for fashion, are we looking for something subtle or pizzazz?
Did you say pizzazz?
Yeah, something pop, you know.
Not too flashy. I think that my style speaks for itself.
Okay. And for you,
Don't want
sir?
anything to overload my beauty.
I need something warmer. I'm used to hotter temperatures. Something very functional, like I can roll, kick, jump, all that stuff.
Uh-huh.
Kind of like my outfit.
All right, we will see what we can do. And she goes and looks at a lot of like the clothes that she already has. She goes. She looks at Belle and goes, "Question: when you say you are cold, are you cold all over? Are there certain parts that you want more insulated? Because I think I can work with what you already have and just insulate certain parts. Maybe put a fur trim on the neck. You know, maybe."
How about you grow out your beard?
I got a little one.
A little one.
This took almost a year.
Beard on your face and some haggis in your belly, and you'll never be cold.
I'm cold all over.
All right, so she's just like, "Well, I guess a thicker jacket would be better." So she ends up taking one of the jackets down that has more of like a kind of like a thick material, kind of like a Carhartt, and she puts it on and goes, kind of zips it up, and looks at you. How does that work?
No ripping.
No ripping. So everything kind of seems very fluid. You might have some parts that are kind of like stiff, but that's when you're like really overextending. It's like,
What color is it?
it is like a very like natural brown.
You got this in purple?
I could dye it, but that might take a couple.
It's fine. This will do. Thank you.
Okay. And then she looks at you and goes, "Okay, let's see." And she brings back a very, like, I guess you would say, like, the old, like, Russian style jacket, but more kind of, like, modernized a little bit. And she's like, "Here you go." And she gives it to you and goes, "Well, it's a little big. I'm sorry if this is not in your size.
It will do.
It will do. If you would like to come back to get it tailored, we can definitely do that, but it seems like you guys are in a little bit of a rush."
Do you have a belt?
Belts. Yes, I have many belts. And she brings out like what is like maybe like the stylish belt that she has and goes, "Here you go. I think it would make it look much better."
Okay. I'm gonna like
fold my jacket over and I'm going to take the belt and wrap it midway. And then I'm just going to kind of pull at it.
See,
This'll do.
you know how to accessorize.
I'm kind of cute.
She looks at you guys and goes, well, that will be, let's say, 2 silver each.
How many silver and a gold?
10 silver and a gold.
Okay, I'm just going to hand her one piece of gold.
5 silver.
All right. She goes, thank you. If you guys need anything else, I can surely help. But if that is it, you guys have a great day.
Seems like Hollywood robbery to me.
I was going to pay for Bill, but he paid for himself, so it doesn't matter.
She kind of looks at Angus and goes, just like gives him like a glare, turns around.
So, do you have any needs?
I do not feel cold, but you all look amazing. Maybe I should get something.
She turns around.
Is he? Yeah, is he? Are you like just your metal right
That's
now?
It's colored. I mean, there's. I don't want to say it's painted, but there's different colors. Just black and bronze and just the green.
I feel like to fit in the wilderness, we should get him something.
Don't you go covering up that beautiful robot body of his.
Just to be sure, I would like a cloak. A long cloak from my shoulders down to my feet with a fur lining around. A chain clasp. I thought it all out. That's what I want.
And
Cloaks are where it's at.
She looks at you and she measures you up and goes, okay, that shouldn't be hard. And she asks you to come with me to the back. And so as you guys walk to the back, you just see cloaks galore. Like
Who all has a cloak? I have a cloak.
short cloaks, medium-sized cloaks, long
I'm going to take
cloaks.
this opportunity to look at
All
the jacket that I have that is too big and to look at the cloaks on the wall and go, I got plenty.
And she looks at you and goes, so here's a great cloak.
What color is it?
It is a kind of a black coat on the outside with a maybe like a burgundy, like cranberry color red
On the
inside.
Color's
And
the clasp.
the color of the clasp, she kind of looks at you, then she looks at the medals that she has, and she's just like, do you want them to max you or to pop with you?
I like it to match. And the fur. What about the fur? What's the fur on the collar? That fur collar. What's it look like?
Oh, a bronze would look so good.
So she's like,
on me.
she looks at the bronze and then goes, well, the bronze is going to cost a little bit more. But let's see, what type of fur are we looking for? I mean, I have, and she starts pulling out like a couple, like maybe like I have bear fur.
I want black bear fur.
That's a rarity. Let me see. And then she kind of looks through, and
It's
she's
accurate.
like, okay, black bear fur. That's going to cost a little extra.
Okay.
And she kind of hems,
Theirs cost a couple silver, 3,000 gold.
she hems it up and she kind of gets it all in there. She's like, gets on like a stool and she puts it over you. And she looks at you and goes, you look good.
Do I look like the Rat King?
Even better.
She looks at you and goes, better. And like has this like look like left to right of like, oh god. You look much better than the Rat King.
This is amazing.
You've
Thank
seen
you.
the Rat King?
I've heard stories.
Everyone knows the Rat King.
Unfortunately.
Yes. How much do I owe you?
That is going to be 3 gold.
Okay. I give her 3 gold. Thank you very much. And I walk out slowly. As if strutting.
And as you spread out, you kind of like from opening the doors, there's like a billow of wind.
Oh, yeah.
It kind of picks up your cape.
Am I behind him?
You are behind him.
Kind of pull back a bit.
I'm gonna watch Soder walk out the door, and I'm gonna give one more look at my own coat, and then I'm gonna tell her, "Have a nice day." And leave.
You too as well.
Do you have a cape? Need cape. We all need capes. Once we get out of this cold, we all need capes. Official.
Official
Maybe
cape.
I do have a cape. I don't know. I have something that weighs over my shoulders, but it's not like a cape.
Like a shawl.
Yeah, very like a shawl. So as you guys get out, you guys have your meat. You guys have capes and new clothes to keep you warm. Where are we off to next?
Just to find Edward.
Yeah. I suppose it's time to
Is-
head out.
Amina, do you know of anywhere that we might be able to get information about Edward and his job? The town seemed to be kind of weirded out by talking about him and what he does. I think we need more information before we just head off into the...
Just pray to more than he will tell you.
Let me think. Do I know of where I can get any information?
Roll a... What would it be?
It's divinity.
History,
History?
Insight?
insight, yeah.
Religion, obviously.
Let's go with a... Roll a history check.
Okay. 18.
Alright. From
Yeah.
what you
Use that
remember
all
of
the-
the Edward family,
Yeah, use that all the time.
with the Edward family, or I would say not the Edward, but the Salazar family, Edward Salazar, he is known for hunting down mythical beasts. Usually the person that people go to whenever they have problems outside of the city that normally the town guard would not want to handle. He is known for defeating hags and supposedly he's talked about encountering vampires at one point in this time. Are the vampires connected to the city? No, but it's just a story that he likes to tell everybody about the one time he defeated a vampire. But yeah, the reason why the butcher said that he was weird is just that they keep to themselves. Rarely do they ever talk to town folks. If they ever talk to anybody, it's usually people who have never been in the town long.
But have I talked to him before?
You may have talked to him briefly, but nothing in like, could we be friends type thing. He may have like been in the same circle as he tells tales and stuff like that, but he never really likes to have one-on-ones.
So, I have only ever really heard things about Edward. He mostly was quiet, didn't really talk to anyone, wasn't really active in the community here. And when he was active, it was just more or less bragging about what he does. I've heard him tell stories about him defeating like hags, and his most proud moment of defeating a vampire, which is to be determined on the truth. But we, as far as we know, that's really what he did, and he only really took jobs that the town's guard wouldn't ever take. So the only thing I could think would be to maybe go talk to the town's guard and see if they saw him leave town.
Yep. That'd be a good idea, because they would have all the reports of if anything's been happening around here, like suspicious, or anyone's walked in town that might be suspicious or looks funny.
Yeah.
As I look around at our party.
Let's quit jimmer jammering and go.
So the town's guard would be at the head, like where the gates of the town are. Or
Look for the people with the pointy stick.
Yes. So,
I hide my pointy stick.
so as you guys know, the town's guard usually kind of have their bunker at the gate of it. So as you guys get up north towards the gate, you see a couple guardsmen kind of slacking off. You can kind of see them talking to each other, lean back, very relaxed pose. And as you guys start to approach, you kind of see them stiffen up. You see one guy walk up and goes, "You guys leaving?"
In search of Edward. Have you seen him? Did you see him leave?
He looks at you. He looks at his guys. He spits. And he just kind of goes, "That guy. I heard that he's missing. What of it?"
Did you see him leave? Can you
Yeah.
understand questions?
Yeah, we saw him leave.
When?
A couple of days ago. It's like that's news to everybody. Everyone knows he's left a couple of days ago and hasn't come back.
But he left through the gates.
Yeah, he leaves through the gates.
Did he mention where he was going?
No. He's a weird guy. He like talks about what he's killed, stuff like that.
Were there any reports of anything going on before he left that maybe hadn't been handled?
I mean, perhaps. We don't keep a lot of the stuff that's on the logbook. Yeah. So, maybe. I think he was talking about a werewolf we've been talking about, and they're howling in the night. That's way above our pay grade. So we don't mess with stuff like that as long as it doesn't reach the gates. It's still out there, so that's not our problem. But, yeah, I think that was something that he was saying that he was after. That's usually stuff he goes for.
Any suspicious activity that might be related to that as far as in the town? Like any odd people walking in aside from the six of us, maybe?
Let's see. No, not that I know of. Just people coming in, people going out, people selling, market stuff, and that's about it. Carriers. Nothing big that I know of.
All right. Well, we appreciate your help.
Well, good luck out there, and he spits again. That Edward guys, hope you guys find him.
Me too.
Yeah. And he just kind of like goes back and just goes. He looks at his buddies. You just start hearing cackling, like ah. They all just kind of do like a genuine, like all together spit, and they all just go Edward. And they just go, well, you guys have a good day. And they just kind of go back to their conversation.
That sounded like jealousy. And I'm gonna continue walking.
All right.
Well, we should stay off the roads, as his wife said. Yeah. Agreements? No.
Well, so where when we look out past the town and stuff, what do we see?
So as you guys like see the gates, because there's really no gates, just kind of like a post, and you guys look out, it is what looks like just complete white blankets of snow. You know, the wind is kind of like
I love it.
howling through, but it's just hills of like white, you know, just hills of white.
Did Bertha give us a direction, like?
Yes.
Yeah.
She told us to go north through the city in the forest, stay off the roads.
So we don't see a forest.
The forest is kind of further out,
Okay, well, that's
but
it.
that is off like again like your first initial view. It's just
Barren.
blanket of snow. Like you're almost to the point of like there's so much snow and the sun. There's almost like sun blindness. Like there's just being blinded by the snow.
We have a long journey. We should start walking.
How deep be the snow?
I feel like they should have gotten horses.
The snow is probably about 6 inches. 6 inches to like 6 to 8.
I couldn't ride on a horse probably.
Yeah, I'm pretty heavy. Well, no, a horse can handle a lot of weight. I'll be
Yeah.
alright.
Yeah, horse can handle about 3.
I'm not cool at all.
I'm tugging on Soldier's cape.
Belle.
Can I get on your shoulders?
Yes.
No, just
Stand.
climb up.
I hold my cape. So he doesn't.
Alright, so as you guys travel along, would anyone let's see. Who's leading?
I assumed I'd be somewhere toward the front.
Yeah, I'd probably be somewhere towards the front too.
So when I ask who's leading, I mean who is looking for maybe
I'm proficient in survival, so probably me.
who wants to look for things.
Let's see.
Well, if
Survive
you-
anything.
If you are proficient in survival, then absolutely.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be kind of behind her, helping her out. Maybe give her a touch on the shoulder.
How many of us do you want us? Are we allowed to specifically be? I guess whoever's in the front.
I'm gonna pick whoever's the leading, who's looking for
All right.
snow tracks and stuff like that.
That would
Tracking.
be me. I was gonna
Alright.
ask about
Who's-
tracking.
All right.
All right, so roll.
Wait. Can I use guidance for her?
You have it,
I
yes.
have it, yes.
There you
It's
go.
a cantrip, so I'm using guidance. Add a D4 to your roll.
Sir, get her.
Yay!
Anyway,
So, how do you do it? Describe
Yeah,
how you
yeah,
do
you
it.
gotta describe how you do
How
it.
you
I
do
also
this
love
spell.
guidance.
I mean, you can't say guys. Tell me what happens. You like touch her?
no, I'm not gonna touch her. I'm just like,
You close your eyes.
I guess I'll just whisper some words and
Okay.
she'll feel like a little better.
Nudge your confidence.
Be sure to feel the tracks. as much as
Grow
possible.
some.
Can encourage her.
That's
You can do it. Magic.
It's a 14.
Glad I added the D4.
That's probably better. Check it.
It wasn't rolled in the box.
No, it just dropped out the box.
Where it went. It's fine.
Ooh,
So-
this is.
as you get to looking around, you can start seeing that the tracks that you were looking for are kind of faint. what you see, one set of tracks kind of in more of a small like, I would almost say ravine, off the main road, and you kind of see them lightly track down there, and they just kind of go more towards the hills, into close to the forest, but off into the hills.
Did she say stay off the main roads or stay on the main roads?
Off.
Oh, okay.
Can we tell where the main roads are in the snow? Is it like kind of padded down where travel has?
Yes, you can kind of tell that the main roads
Okay.
are more worn. So a lot of the stuff that you see, if like with the snow, is kind of like you can see like wheel marks kind of marking through. All right, so I'm guessing that you guys are following.
Yeah, I'm following the tracks.
All right. So as you guys follow the tracks, you get following them. You start seeing that like some parts of where the snow has really kind of like blown over, and starts to really make it hard. You guys start seeing how the tracks go less towards the forest, but more off into the hills, and it looks like you can start seeing how it starts going up into higher altitude. Make another
Guidance.
survival check.
17?
17. You start noticing that there are tracks that are coming from the woods and from the forest that kind of start following his tracks. You can tell that it looks like it is a pack of wolves. No more than maybe 4 wolves.
Do the tracks look recent, old? Like they might be near here?
These fresh tracks.
Can we smell it?
Someone make a nature check. Would it be a nature check? Let's make a nature check.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Can I help him look?
Did you just
Can
make
we
a
all help
nature
him
check?
look?
Oh no, you can't help him look because he's on
5.
He just made a nature.
My thing is higher than that.
Yeah, I mean,
You look at these tracks and you can't really tell if they're new or old.
Do I hear more than guiding me?
No. He's not guiding you in this moment.
Alright, guys, so there's tracks here. And it looks like there's a pack of wolves, werewolves, whatever it is, so keep an eye out.
Is it his tracks going away from the forest?
It's both. There are tracks of wolves following his tracks.
Is it just one person? One person that was like that we could tell was walking?
It was just one person, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And she said to go to the forest? Like into the forest, or did she say head that way?
Into the forest. Off main
I feel
road.
like that's odd.
I'm not cold,
Why?
but let us be on our way.
Because she told us to go into the forest, but he obviously did not go into the forest where he was supposed to be.
perhaps he was tracking something. Perhaps he
Well,
was.
she could have thought he was going to the forest, but once he got out there, who knows? You know. It's not like he's been back to tell her.
That's cold blooded.
It is very cold.
Not cold.
So as you guys start to go, what is up the hills, you can tell of a spot where it seems like there was a tussle between, you start seeing the footprints, circling, and it seems like there were more indentions, and you can tell, someone make a nature check.
Me?
Absolutely not. Who
Go.
is? Okay.
I've got +0.
What are we
Make a
looking?
nature check,
What are
Gloria,
we
before
looking
someone
for?
else does.
You're on nat 20?
Natural
Dirty
20.
Dirty 20.
Not
Non-nat 20.
No, dirty 20.
Dirty
Dirty
20.
20.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Alright, from what you can tell is there is a huge fight with this. You can kind of tell where the wolves kind of tried to circle him. And you can tell where he planted his feet. You can almost see step by step how the fight went.
Ooh, that's like Assassin's
And
Creed.
how did it go? Is he dead? Do I see blood?
You do see blood.
Okay.
Can you tell if it's
I'm
human
watching her
blood?
react to all this. She's seen it.
I don't
No,
know.
no,
if that's-
that is not my reaction. That is just, I'm like,
Internal moment.
Would we be able to tell if it's human blood? Is that a thing?
If you look closer, you could probably see if it's human blood.
Say if you
I'm
wanted
pretty
to
tall. I can't see it from here.
Yes, if anyone would like to investigate to see if it is human blood or not.
Help
Oh
investigate.
god.
What? What was that? What was
Help
that?
investigate. I'm gonna
Alright.
help investigate.
Is that so? That's an advantage.
I hate you.
12.
12.
That's not too bad. That's half. That's okay.
So you can kind of tell in certain parts, there's like small trickles that look like you would kind of pick it up and be like, this would be his blood. But you would tell that there are more strikes where it's more of a splatter motion. You could tell that it would be like a wolf's blood. So you could tell for you that he probably got bit, but he probably got the upper hand on one of the wolves. And as you guys kind of see,
How many wolves does it look like?
there are 4. But you can tell that at one point, 3 wolves kind of ran off in a quicker direction while one wolf kind of lagged behind, going off in a...
Are you telling us what he's telling us? Are you giving
Yes.
us- Because I would want to know.
I'm more or less like
Giving a play-by-play
Yeah.
of what you're
Yeah.
saying.
walking around and being like, he did this and the wolves did that, and
If
like
you
showing
see,
you the marks.
If you see wolf tracks, how big are these wolves? We are looking for werewolves, and if these
I
are
think
wolf
pretty big.
tracks,
These wolves are normal size wolves. Like, what decent sized wolves would be. Nothing humongous.
do I know from stories I've heard about how people become werewolves?
Make a history check.
It's loud as hell.
The whole thing was about to break.
11 plus 3, 14, 15, 16.
16?
Yes.
You can tell that, from what you know, werewolves are kind of made through the biting
Of
of another of another like person, so they would gain the disease of lycanthropy, should be.
Right. So I wouldn't think that because he got bit by a wolf that he would be a werewolf. But I think it's possible.
You would think it's possible, but
Oh no.
you wouldn't chalk that up as the first thing. Like
Okay.
it could be possible. These
Then I'll just keep it to myself under my little metal belt.
Is there anything that was kind of left, like any broken weapons or anything that might have dropped off of him around the area?
Yeah, do the footprints even go anywhere? Because you said the wolves kind of went in a direction.
I'll explain in a second. You kind of see off in the distance how like where the tracks go for the three wolves. You might see like a couple arrows that are like in the trees. Like you could see some arrows just kind of really. He missed, but you can see a couple arrows that are like dead set into the trees. But you can see that his tracks go off up into the hills.
We should follow his tracks.
Yeah.
Let's
I
just
agree.
move.
Okay, I want to grab a little. I'll take a. I got many little pockets. I have a little cloth, and I'll take a sample of the blood.
All right.
And I'll tuck it. I'll study it later.
Do we see this? I'm assuming I don't
No,
see
I'm
it.
telling you. No, I'm saying I'm going to take a sample of blood.
Oh, I was
I
like,
want to study this later.
why are you studying it? Isn't it just human blood?
I don't know. I would want to study it to be sure.
Okay, so true.
I'd like to study you.
Oh my.
So I just tuck it.
Homogeneous is already.
Matt does have a thing for Kane over here.
All right, that's it.
All right. So, as you guys notice that they start leading up the hill, you can see how you kind of start seeing a little more splatter of blood kind of dripping that follows him. His steps start to look a little staggered. All right. And as you guys, what is everyone's passive perception?
10.
Yeah, I think everyone should be 10.
No.
Nope.
That's based on your wisdom.
Minus
Oh.
14.
11 then.
17.
Was it just
17?
Is it
Right?
10
Is
plus?
it
10
No.
plus your wisdom mod.
It's like, God damn.
13. LO. That's my mistake.
I was like,
Wait, no.
You
Yeah.
see it to the future.
13.
14.
You said
14?
wisdom, so I was just like, oh. it's my
11?
wisdom.
11,
13.
13. So, Tyr, as you guys are moving up, you start seeing a couple shadows.
In the trees?
No, well, yes. In the trees that kind of seem like they are following you up the hills. But when you look over, you don't really see anything.
Friends or companions. I think we are being followed. I see something in the trees. My visors could be getting chilled over, but it does not seem likely. They are there and they vanish. It is not logical, but I do believe we are being followed.
What do they look like?
I can't tell.
I can start keeping an eye out on the shoulders.
So as you
Say
guys
turn and fight.
you turn and fight.
If I see something, I will definitely let you know, and we will take care of them, Angus.
Okay.
I was already suspicious of Quilloria when he said we were being followed, that it was people with her, and then when she said, no, we shouldn't fight, I became very guarded.
Oh, I didn't see that. I was just like, no, that was out of character. Okay.
So, as you guys are still kind of looking down, following these steps, you guys kind of get to a point, kind of like a plateau. Make a perception check.
11.
11. You see some of the shadows, of which which Sotir was talking about. They seem like they are at a healthy distance.
Can I still see them?
You kind of see them. Like every time you kind of look around, you might see a blip, but you guys aren't catching what these things are. They kind of are keeping in the shadows. So like you're kind of like, oh, there's something there, but you don't. You just
So kind of like an annoying kid. I'd
Yeah.
probably be like, do you see it? Did you see that? Did you see that? Belle, did you see that? You didn't see it?
Shadows. Can't really see anything. I mean, it's...
So you see the shadows moving.
Yeah.
What
I
time
am-
of day is it now?
it is probably midday.
Okay.
So the sun is starting to peak its, hit the peak of where it's supposed to be before it starts descending down. But yeah, it's about 12, maybe 1-ish.
Okay.
What about his tracks?
Are we still able to see them?
Yes. Roll a perception check.
Which one?
Or no, survival check. Track that.
14?
You noticed that there are tracks that lead into more of like when you get to this plateau, how it kind of goes into like a cavern, like sort, and then you start seeing how the more and more you guys look into the cavern, the footsteps start to disappear because the snow is no longer there.
It looks like he's went into the cavern.
Yes.
I'm just gonna send out a message into the cavern like, Edward, are you in there? It can go 120 feet.
Nothing.
Okay, guys. So it looks like he went in this cavern. I just tried to send a message and didn't get anything. So if he's in there, he's pretty deep in, which is either safe or a trap.
Was there a lot of blood on his tracks?
On the tracks into the cavern, were they bloody?
It seems like the further you get to the more you start looking at the tracks, the more you kind of see more frequently like spittle or like a spray of blood, not like a gush, but like
Do they still look
someone-
like human footprints?
yeah, they're still human, but you can tell a lot of the time it's just more and more spittle.
Judging from the distance we walked from here, from where we found the tracks or the fight to the cavern, if he was still losing blood, he might be unconscious.
Yeah.
Perhaps we should.
All dwarves know ain't no place be safer than underground.
Perhaps we should hurry.
Do we see any other tracks leading into the cavern, or is it just his?
You only see just his.
Do we head into the cavern?
I start walking without discussion.
It looks like it's the only place that he could be.
I follow Mackenzie.
I think we should keep an eye out just in case.
He's crazy.
'Cause he's
Well, we can set a little alarm trap at the entrance here if y'all want to.
So
That's
so
a good
we're not
idea.
at the entrance, are we?
You guys are at the entrance.
Oh, so
now.
you're just walking to the cave.
Can't hear you from back there.
So I stopped. I didn't know we were at the cave. I thought we saw the cave. No, he's on his own. Well, shit. Damn it!
Angus, wait
Angus,
up!
hold up a minute.
I guess I'm in between.
Do you want me to roll for setting this trap up? I got some string and a bell, so I'm just gonna set like a standard.
Yeah, I'll
just
help
one
him.
line of that.
Just roll a dexterity.
Advantage.
Yeah, with advantage.
Thank God.
Do you know what he just rolled?
That's
A
better.
nat one.
I rolled a 1. That would have been
Something.
awful.
And that one doesn't always miss.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
What a
So
difference.
you
So switch
get
this.
this. You get this. What is it called? Trap set up perfectly.
So, if anyone comes in here, we're definitely gonna know. We just gotta listen for the bells.
I'm halfway. I'm trying.
Are they magical bells or is
Oh.
it just a bell on a string?
It's just a bell on a string.
Just
I looked down like just like oh no, like I could have done so much better.
so like, how far into this cavern can we hear these bells?
I ding them.
Angus, can you hear that?
What?
Shing shing.
I hear it,
Angus,
but I'm in between Angus.
can
and
you hear the
guys.
bell?
How far ahead?
No,
is
I can't
Angus?
hear no bell. Nay.
Angus is, I would say, maybe. What's your movement speed?
25.
He's good.
25.
He's most likely like 50 feet ahead of you guys.
So can he hear the bell? Or is he?
So he could probably hear the bell, but he's probably not paying attention.
That's true. I guess we need something. What could we do?
Bloody cowards.
If only there was a way to attach it to the inside of someone's head so that they could hear it go off.
Alright. So, as you guys start walking into the cave, you guys see a large shadow that is behind you.
Is it me?
I
Did it set off the bells?
No.
I have
What?
Oh, that was a waste of time.
a little ball, and I put it dead center. And if it's touched, I'll say it will say pretty loud, "We have a visitor." So I put it down.
Nice.
Alright. Well, guys, this is where we will go on break.
Son of a bitch.
Alright. We will go on break. We will be back in 15 minutes. So that's a great time for you guys to grab your waters, grab more snacks, use the restroom, and we will probably do the same. Hope you guys were able to get your bathroom breaks in, your snacks in. So same as we. Everyone got bathroom break. What is it? Your snacks. Pass it around. Thank you.
Give him about dude.
Chelsea, can you catch this? No.
Sorry, we're just gonna distribute our snack things right now. Got it. Apologize for any bag rustling that you may hear.
And we're back. Yes, we are. Alright, so
That's red.
fresh pour.
Every time I look
It's
at
a bad sign.
something.
It's like glowing red.
That got me resistance.
Big shout out to Matt for writing that.
All the snacks. Who got this?
Alright,
I got it for the group. It's an everybody thing.
alright, so, last where we left off, we had the adventurers go out and ask a couple people about what's going on and try to figure out who Edward is. They went to the butcher. The butcher said he was a weird guy who he does not like to keep ties with. They went to the town's guard, and it looks like the town's guard were very
Jerks.
yeah, jerks. Very lackadaisical about the the Salazar family.
Definitely jealous.
You could say jealous, but you could tell that there was really no respect on the name. As they went out, they seem to have encountered. They seem to have seemed as if Edward came into encounters with several wolves, and it looks like one wolf was probably badly injured while the rest fled. But it looks like Edward also took a couple scratches from those wolves. As they get up the hill onto a plateau, they find a cavern which his footsteps led to. As they get closer to the cavern, they encounter a large shadow. That is where we ended the session. Or not is the session, but ended the went on break.
Everyone didn't go to the show.
So, as you guys get in closer and closer into the mouth, you guys behind you have a large shadow that was behind you guys. So Terry, you put a
Small device, it looks like almost like a metal pinball. You can see ornate designs on it, to where if it is touched or hampered with or passed over, it would broadcast pretty much. We have a visitor.
What does this shadow look like? Or have we noticed it? We have noticed it?
You see a large shadow, but it kind of like it overshadows, like it's almost on top of the cavern.
That ain't good.
So,
I turn around to see what it is.
do you look up into above the cavern?
I guess, yes, wherever it's coming from.
So you walk out of the cavern and you look up, and as you look up, you
Wait, so is it over? Like,
We-
there's the cavern, and is it...
We're in the cavern a little bit already at this point, right?
Mhm, yes.
Yes, and it's at the entrance.
A little bit.
So it's not at like the entrance. Like if you turn around, you're not going to see it. It is as if like you see the shadow that's like being cast on the ground.
Oh, like a long, like the long
So it's
shadow
not.
of a
So it's not
person.
in the cavern yet.
No.
Okay, never mind.
But we see.
I thought I was just gonna turn around. There was just gonna be something there.
No.
I mean, I was gonna say I was bringing up the rear and I would go see what it was. So I would walk out and look around.
All right. As you walk around, make a perception check.
Nat 20.
A nat 20 doesn't always hit.
As you look around, you see, let's see. As you look around, you see, some shifting in like the snow above the cavern, but you really can't make out this thing. It blends in. You can see maybe a little bit of blue in certain areas, but you can tell from the shifting of everything that this thing looks large. Very, very large.
It's blue.
It,
Hints of blue.
you see blue accents, or she sees blue
yeah,
accents.
Going to remain as silent as possible and message my crew, hey guys, there's something out here. It might trap us in. It's very large.
What do I do?
How far in is?
I whisper back, what do I do?
How far in is Angus?
Angus, have you continued to keep moving in?
Entire time.
The entire time. Where he was at 50 feet?
Like, would he? I don't know how. We don't know how big the cavern is. Would he like be toward the end of it, or is he? Is there just a long way?
This tavern is huge, but it only probably goes in maybe about 75
So
400
he
feet.
might be close to the end. He
Yeah, so
probably is close to the end.
you've reached like the wall, the back of the thing. You just kind of see that it just kind of,
It's a dead
Can
end.
I
yeah, it's a dead end.
cast minor illusion as far in the distance as possible to make a noise to see if that thing will follow it? Just like some footsteps, trees rustling.
Yeah. What is
My DC's 13.
DC 13?
Wisdom.
All right,
Charisma, sorry.
charisma, and let's see.
Which is not charismatic, but she has
Let's
a
see. You see movement, and where do you put it? Like, where do you put the sound?
So, like, if this is the cave and the thing's on top of it, I'm doing it out, like, into the forest plateau area away from where we are to see if it'll go toward that sound.
As you make that sound of like footprints maybe going up the second part of the hill, you see the creature kind of rise up a little more, almost towering maybe
How tall?
10 to 11 feet tall.
It's taller than me.
Nothing's taller than me.
I'm a big bitch. No, I'm not.
Yeah, it would
You are
almost
a
be.
snack to this thing.
It probably you. Well,
Like tapas.
yes, it's probably 2 or 3 heads taller than the tallest person in this group.
Can I tell what it is?
Make a nature check.
Like to guide her. I'm gonna step over and like peek over your shoulder at it to guide you. because I have to touch him. I realize that later.
You said nature?
Yeah.
21.
This is a very large monstrosity that you've heard about, but you've never seen before. You've heard about Yetis that usually live in like cold winterist areas and usually closer to hills and mountaintops.
We're all in the cave.
You are the only person who is out of the cave.
Is your message still going? If it hasn't noticed us, we should step into the cave and just let it pass.
I was thinking
or try
that
to.
I should try to get into the cave and create an illusionary wall so that it won't notice the opening.
Where's Angus? Do we see him anywhere? Can you message
As
him and
for
see
me.
if he sees anything?
I walked in the cave and followed bloody tracks.
Mm-hmm.
The cave is a dead end. Where did the bloody tracks go?
Make a perception check.
Eight.
I love how resolute he says his numbers.
As you follow the trail, you see that it stops and it kind of reaches a rock, and after that it kind of sits at that spot and nothing really happens afterwards.
I would like to hit the rock with me warhammer.
Roll.
It's gonna make a big sound.
Alright. You strike
He doesn't know though.
this rock.
You can hear my message.
Roll damage. I would say,
Damage?
yeah.
13.
Smack the shit out there.
You smack the living crap out of this rock. But when you smack it, it makes this loud clang noise ringing out of the...
Does it sound like metal hitting rock or metal hitting metal?
It sounds like metal hitting rock, almost like, the sound of miners.
Right.
That ting noise that
Did it take any rock out?
it chips the rock.
Okay.
I hear it and
But as you hear that,
Sorry, go ahead.
you see this giant white figure with glowing blue eyes look dead into the windows of your soul.
No, that's a giant.
I
really
need
wish
you
I still had wings.
Do what?
I really wish I still had wings.
I need you to roll a constitution check.
I'm great at those.
Okay.
9.
As you see
11. Sorry.
as you see this creature looking at you, you
I'm down.
I'm down. Down for the count.
you are paralyzed, and you take 9 points of cold damage.
So, do we at this point see this creature? Has he peeked into the cave, or is he like...
No, he's still on top.
So did he just like look down?
So, I wish I had a diagram for all this, but imagine you were looking at a hill. So we're gonna try to map this out. So you see a hill.
Mm-hmm.
Overall, you see a giant hill. You guys marched up the hill. Inside a part of that hill is a cavern. So, but you can keep on marching past that cavern up part of the hill. He is on that path of that hill above the cavern, maybe.
So he's big.
Yeah, he's a big dude. Maybe 20 feet away from the mouth of the cavern, above it, and looks directly at Naramore.
Can we still talk to you? Can you?
I'm about to message. Guys, I can't move.
What happened?
Actually,
She can't message. She can't do anything when you're paralyzed. I mean, I don't.
It's just
No,
a
if the
telepathic
spell,
message. I don't
if
have
the
to do
spell
anything.
isn't a vocal, she can still do it. I've
is
learned that.
is your spell vocal?
Well, it's already
It's
cast.
telepathic.
Yeah, I was already.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I'll
Then-
allow it.
yeah, I'll allow it.
I heard the clang, so I'm running toward Angus, deeper into the cave.
All
And
right.
all I hear is ding.
That's all.
Come out. Run toward Angus.
All right, so you run
Oh, I
towards
get it.
Angus as you see.
Took you a second. I got it immediately.
So as you run towards Angus, you see him. He's already wailed on this thing.
A second time?
No, I mean, no.
Unless you want to try to wang on it. He wangs on it a second time.
Bud sickles.
And you're right there at him. Just look, you're right there face to face with Angus.
What are you doing? Are you okay?
The tracks led to this rock. We have to get through it.
Through the rock?
Like a good dwarf would.
I want to look around to see if the tracks lead through the rock, like he says.
No, they lead to the rock, and you can tell at the rock they kind of stop. Roll a... Would you like to look closely at the rock?
I don't care about the rock. I want to see.
Or would you like to look closely at what's going on around
Yes,
the
that's
line?
what I want.
Roll an investigation check.
Oh, that's nice. No, that means it's nice. It's a 21.
As you look closely and you see the blood, you look behind the rock of where he was wailing at, and you see maybe a small part of like bandages, and you can kind of assess that this is probably maybe where he kind of patched himself up at.
Can I tell that whether he patched himself up and headed back out with these tracks, or?
Again, the tracks only are at the mouth of the cave, and you guys only see. So when you guys walked in, you saw tracks,
Yeah.
but so you saw the tracks going in.
Yeah, I'm investigating.
Yes.
I rolled high. Give me something.
So what you're investigating right now is that you are looking at lead splatter, bandages. So you're starting to connect that.
No, I'm not.
You are starting to connect that he patched himself up right here.
Okay.
Would you like to look back at the tracks outside?
I say to Angus, I found his bandages. I think he repaired himself and perhaps headed back out.
I think this is a good time to have this talk.
As you guys are trying to have this
While
talk,
they were doing that, I was heading
I'm just
towards her.
paralyzed. But
she is paralyzed. You hear a roar.
Oh,
And as you hear this roar, you guys see a shadow that jumps down
God dang.
right there in front of.
So I imagine we hear this.
You hear a.
I'm
You start seeing the snow. You start seeing the snow kind of fall off the top of the cavern.
does the bell ring?
What about yeah, just think about it.
Yes.
Just soldiers
Does
that
it
go off.
scare him?
And as you see that, you hear, we have a visitor. And right in front of you, you see this 11-foot tall.
It was 10 foot 7 seconds ago. Oh my goodness, I'm so scared.
You know, you see this 11-foot tall, large monstrosity in front of you, just coming at you with an attack. Just.
We will talk later.
Everyone roll for initiative.
I'm gonna cry.
glad that while I'm paralyzed, the focus was on me.
I was trying, but they didn't get to me.
Great.
That's cool.
I guess I can't move, so it makes sense.
But you should go first because of that.
Oh, why don't you have a show?
Because I'm a big clunky
That's
mechanical with this.
Oh.
I did great.
I rolled a natural 1.
Me too.
I rolled a natural 20. He did too.
I
I
mean,
love where our party is like.
it makes sense. I
actually
can't
good.
move, so I wouldn't really have much
I got a
initiative.
19.
Oh my.
I was
Oh,
coming
you got
to,
short legs.
I was coming to help, and then this.
So much sense
tower
that all of the
appeared,
tall
so-
people.
Right? I have goosebumps.
Adam, we were laughing because I said in the chat, looks like you guys are going to get to meet Miss Nissenberry next session.
Session 2. Alright, so we have.
That's what it was. I was doing it wrong the whole time. Thanks, friend.
I thought I was near Nissa. I mean, not Nissa. Nira. Why did they both start with N's and an I? I'm pretty
Just
sure
what
I'm
happened.
very
Pretty
much
sure
near
it's
you because
Nira
I remember
Nissenberry.
putting my
Alright,
hand on your shoulder
Amina.
and giving you guidance.
19.
Here more.
Natural 1.
No, it's just you
I rolled
initiative.
a
You can't
3.
What's your with
Well-
dexterity, right? You got dexterity?
1 plus, what's your dexterity?
Yeah, what's your initiative?
2.
Let's go 3.
That's what she said.
Thank you.
Sorry, sometimes I'm just sitting there like,
You
alright,
said
cool.
nat 1, and then you said I rolled a 3.
I know, but I'm just like,
I got it. I
Thanks.
got it.
my brain went blank. I was just like, so what's your dexterity? Angus.
15.
15.
You meant that.
You really did.
Bell.
4.
4.
Pretty far away to be so high up on the chart.
Yeah, y'all gotta walk all the way up here still.
It's going to take him 3 turns just to get to
Alright.
the fight.
Drew.
You don't see what just jumped down between us.
Coloria.
21.
I mean, no, I'm paralyzed at the mouth.
Did you say 21?
21.
Yep. And Sotir.
20.
20. Alright. Well, let's go ahead and map this on out. Alright.
Oh! I'm what you call scared. This Yeti is about to kill.
Session 2, TPK.
Are we swapping the camera again?
Yeah. Sweet. So, let's see. We're gonna put
She said, sweet.
him
Really is.
Big old boy.
this way.
Looks like he wants to give a great big hug.
Come at me, bro.
That's what
Great.
grandma looks
Wait.
like when I'll come to her.
This doesn't make
turn
me
that
fear
around?
for my life.
Yes, I do.
Your life is forfeit.
No, I meant the.
Nay, can you help me find magic?
He jumped in front of her or behind her? Because if we're in the cave, don't we have to walk out the cave?
Well, she's out of the cave, kinda. She was like halfway through.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if he's between us and her, or if he's.
Yeah, he's gonna be between you guys. She's gonna be looking up.
Oh no,
So
that's terrible.
Camera's gonna be tilted down more.
He does look
Sorry,
like the
you
guy
can do one
on
thing at a time. I was just.
He looks like a smaller version of. Oh no, that's not. That's it. I thought that was his name. Never mind.
all right, so we're just gonna have to move this.
There
up.
you go, buddy.
There you go.
There. All right.
Perfect.
So the closest person to her
It was
was
I thought it was me.
Belle.
Because no, I gave her guidance. Remember when she went out the cave?
He was over. She was over her shoulder, peeking.
And then she left the cave to go investigate. So I'm like still in the cave.
All right, so what did
I'll
we say?
be next to her.
That's where the cave is.
Oh, I look so cute.
This is where you are.
Where's my little camera?
And then we're gonna bring this
They
up.
were behind me, shouldn't? Because
Hold on.
he's not in the cave.
Well, if you.
Because I
walk-
stepped out of the
I
cave, so
think-
he would have been out
yeah,
here, and
so
they would have been behind
When
me
you
on
stepped
the
out of
inside.
the cave, I think he jumped over you and
In
landed right in
between
front of you.
you and the.
All right,
Cavern.
Angus is.
Yeah, I don't
pretty
think he's
He
worried.
landed on the trap,
much- Yes.
and we now know.
I don't think
he's
he
here.
worried about you because he knew you were paralyzed and he could eat you
Oh
later.
my gosh, so dark.
Oh,
I love that cape. I mean, it looks just like you described. It looks like a little bitty rock.
It looks like you can fly on it.
Those sparkles on that cape.
I can show you the world.
Splendid.
Couldn't help it.
Undescribable splendor.
We should have a musical section where all we do is sing and do
Negative.
like a musical.
All right, so.
Listen, you can just rap. You can be like, "My name is Sotur.
No.
I
I
am here to say, everyone be kind." And that's
All right,
the.
so.
Yep.
Huh?
I
You're a great bard.
Thanks.
Because surprise round.
Try and write it. I'm randomly proficient in animal handling, so maybe.
So you are paralyzed,
Who's a good Yeti?
and your attack hits with a.
I just
Ooh, I
realized
like that idea.
that I'm proficient in its wisdom. And that means I get attack wisdom.
Oh no.
This is just saving throws.
Let's
You're
see.
proficient in this, so you add your proficiency here. It doesn't mean you're proficient in everything that's wisdom here.
What's the that one? Oh, you already.
Does a. Does a 18 hit?
Me?
Yes.
I'm a sorcerer.
18 hits
Yes.
everybody. He hit all of us. He hit her and all of us at the same
It
time.
doesn't hit Angus.
All right.
Don't
Cool.
push me.
Well, he hits you with a claw attack, and since you are paralyzed, that's automatically a crit.
Great.
Yeah, spreading your wings and learning how to fly would be really good about right now.
She's paralyzed.
It'd be great if I still
like a
had wings.
bird, wanna fly away.
I'm gonna add that to our playlist.
I don't know where my home is.
All right, that is
He's not paying
9
attention.
+2, 6. You take 15 points of damage.
Are you dead?
Are you dead?
Close.
Good God.
And 4 points of cold.
Now she.
I'm down.
Dang!
No. as
This is looking really good right now.
as you guys hear the roar, you just like hear the roar, and as it comes down, you hear a loud thud. And you guys turn back to look as this giant beast has taken its 2 fists, clamped them together, and slammed down on your companion, Miramore, as she crumples to the ground.
Oh.
Lay her over. She down. She did.
I guess Angus and I can't see that, or can we? Did everybody see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone.
You would notice the message line was suddenly cut off.
Yes. The message.
My internet's down.
At T-Mobile.
You're up. I'm gonna scream her name.
Gloria.
I'm crying. No, I'm not crying.
There's something you should do first that we learned
I'm
last time.
gonna.
Let her play her.
You know, I was gonna do that last time too until you said that. Just so you know.
You don't have
Yeah.
to. I was just saying because we're all rolling.
Should I do it right now? Okay. I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals.
All right.
We mean you no harm. Does he respond?
No response.
This bitch. Does he even like nothing?
No response at all.
Oh my god. Well.
You have a feeling that
He just doesn't speak Yeti?
It's a language.
Is Yeti a language?
he does. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, he's an intellectual dude. He
He-
just has an attitude problem.
He does not say anything.
But
You
I
just hear a scream.
But he does hear me speaking Yeti back to him.
Yes. But you just kind of hear this, like,
Don't do it.
deep, oh, just kind of
What
like.
does that mean? Just okay, what would that be like right now? Like if me and you were talking and I was like, listen dude, we don't mean you no harm, what would you say back? Like what type of noise?
He would just kind of give you, like,
Like whatever.
Pretty much.
yeah, like a whatever, fuck you, basically.
That is so rude. Okay.
I would
Listen,
like to
I-
speak to your man.
I'd like to speak to your where is your mother? Sorry. If you're hungry, I have food. Please, just we don't mean you any harm. We're here looking for our friend Edward. If he tried to hurt you, then I don't care. We step away from my friend. I tried.
That's her turn, isn't it?
You hear him say, Edward, friend, angry.
Edward, not our friend. Edward, not our friend. Lady down is friend.
And you just hear him say, Edward, friend, angry. And you just start hearing him get more, like, you just, what you guys hear is more of a,
Am I doing that back? Am I going?
It's like that. That's my girl.
it's like, so that's what you guys would be
Wait,
sounding
is he,
like.
so he's not like intellectual? Like he can't form full sentences. He's just angry at Edward.
He probably did. He didn't even say that in common.
He just
that
said
in
friend
whatever.
Edward angry.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
she got.
Which
Maybe.
could also mean
How
Edward is his
social
friend and he's
are
angry.
Yetis?
I don't think Yetis is that social.
Yeah.
If you're a person who sits in cold mountains,
Yeah, but they gotta
How's-
have a mama. Their mama talks to them until they fly the coop. Right?
maybe.
See?
So Tyr,
Um,
or would you like to make any movement?
I'd like to ready my weapon.
All right, any movement?
I'm gonna take a step back.
Step back. All right.
Sorry.
Solidarity.
So Tyr, Soder,
So Tyr.
Sotar,
Soter.
Soder.
I take my arm, I do this, and the vials roll.
Yeah.
I rolled 2.
One of elixirs?
Yeah.
Huh. Nice.
I actually take it. It pops out this arm, comes to that finger, pop it into myself. And then I move. I have 30 speed, but now it's
40.
yes.
You're right up on him.
Right up on him. So as you guys see, well, Angus, as you see Sotir pull up his arm, you see this like mechanism inside his arm spin, and you can almost hear like almost a small humming, and then you just kind of see it, and then like one of the vials kind of pops out. He takes that one, puts it into his other arm, and then you just kind of see him kind of vibrate a little bit more, and then you just see him take long strides, like a sprinter, just legs fully extending out, like knees to chest, just knees to chest, Usain Bolt, just as he stops, like right in front of this,
That's what's wrong.
right in front of this, this large creature. Out he goes. What would you like to do?
That, I think,
That would probably be
yeah,
your
that's
action.
that's my action and movement.
Bonus action.
No, that's it right now.
All right. That puts Amina.
I've got 30 speed. I want to move as close as possible.
I step back and everyone
glad-
else is going for it.
I'm glad we have all these things.
All right. Let's see.
I said, guys, we need to hurt him.
And then I'm gonna just go for an attack, I guess.
All right. Roll for attack.
I just said we were not here to harm him. Do you guys not understand Yeti?
Do you not understand Yeti? He screamed at you.
That was a joke, that was a joke.
I didn't hit him.
Okay, 2 hands with this hot dog.
With the hot dog.
That's an 18.
I
plus
guess we're
5.
killing him.
That
So,
hits.
23. Great. And then that's gonna be
We weren't gonna hurt him.
a 1d10 with 2 hands.
He hurt me all the way.
He didn't
All
know.
the way.
All he knows right now is he's angry at Edward Friend. I don't know. He said Edward Friend angry.
I forgot I
one's
had
a
lucky.
D10?
I could have rerolled.
The one that looks like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, that.
That's a 9. So, yeah. And then my attack bonus goes toward 2 hit, not my damage, right?
Wait, what was that?
What does my attack bonus go toward? Does that go
The
toward
roll.
rolling 2
Two
hit?
attack.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, then it's 9.
9 points of damage.
Yes.
All right, so.
I tried. Being the druid of the group is hard.
In the what of the
The
group?
druid of the group.
The only time I was a druid, I was an aggressive druid.
So that's
I
9 points.
Just intimidated everyone until I got what I wanted.
I mean, I am pretty intimidating, but
Use that power.
yeah, I gotta be intimidating when I gotta be intimidating.
All right, so as it beats down on Naramore, you run up and you attack it, and you just kind of see it do maybe like a small, like, march forward, and you kind of see it slowly turn towards
Oh, I
you.
hate Edward.
Bonus action.
Action.
I
God.
don't really have any of that.
All right. Let's see. Angus, Mackenzie.
Alright. I want to move 25 feet towards the beast.
You can use your
Good
action
dash.
move another 25 if you.
Then, I would like to call upon Mir Moradin's blessing on Amina, on Soot, and on Naira.
What?
He's calling the
about to hook
blessing
us up.
on all of you three.
He's a religious dude.
So you want the blessing on,
Nira, Soda, and Amina.
Sulter.
and what does that blessing do?
I can bless up to 3 creatures of my choice when a target makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, which is 1 minute. The target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to the attack roll or saving throw.
And that is on Amina, Sotir, and who else?
There.
Naira.
Nero? Or the person who's down. Alright. So remember you guys are blessed.
Moradin bless you.
Well, so you did your movement, your action. Do you have anything for a bonus action?
I don't think so.
Alright.
I think no.
So as he runs up, do you have like a talisman for your?
Yes.
So you pull out your talisman, and as it glows,
Amulets.
you pull out your amulet, and as it glows, you start seeing kind of who is it? Nero? Well, Nero, you're down. You're blacked out. But Sotir and Amina, you start kind of feeling kind of a glowing presence. Just a small, like
Moradin bless you.
yeah, you know, like a small little tingling, hair-raising feeling.
I have no hair, but I tingle.
I have all the hair.
Let's see.
Miramore is passed out. She doesn't feel anything either.
Let's see.
She's like, God.
I get bonuses to my saving throws.
So as that happens, let's see.
I don't think anybody calls
The Yeti turns around.
Does he go before me?
Yes.
I need to make sure.
You rolled a nat one.
I don't know if he
As he turns
could have rolled
around,
worse. I could have re-rolled it. So bad.
Why are you making that face at me?
what? Because you looked at me. So as he turns around,
Good notes.
he gazes upon Amina, and he makes 2 strikes your way.
Right.
Oh, good lord.
So the first one being a 22, and the second one being a 19.
Good mirror.
But first, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
This sucks.
So D20?
Yes.
I tried to talk to him. I really did. I'm trying to talk to him again. 'Cause I'm
All I did was go see what it was.
Actual 20.
Yeah, plus my constitution is 4.
All right. Let's see.
Nat 20 doesn't always save me.
You can add a d4 to your saving throw.
I think she's dead.
Oh, then it's a 28.
You have to roll the
So
d4.
if he's trying to scare her,
Oh, okay, never mind.
she probably
You can thank Moradin for that.
So as you
bats her eyes.
Yeah, he slashes into her.
as
Set,
you
27.
You want this? You want this balloon?
as it turns around, you start seeing the blue eyes just kind of glow as it looks at you. And you can tell, like, you can kind of feel this magical effect of, like, fear kind of starting to try to creep up on you, and you feel like your muscles start to lock up, but then you think, no, not today, and you just kind of shrug it off, and you kind of look at him with like a smirk. Would you give him like a smirk?
Like a smolder.
You just give him a smolder back, and
Very
Very,
That's the best.
very funny.
so as he turns and
Not
looks
too
at you,
vivacious for him.
he then sees that the effect doesn't happen. He just kind of enrages him. So you see him with one fist going down. I think, yeah, both of them hit. So that is one fist going down.
My first thought was, how would Hermia react? It's like, well, if she was a smart ass, maybe she would say, give me a good daddy.
Nailed it.
That is, with the first hit, that is 5 points of slashing damage with 1 point of cold.
Okay, so
Wow, Nero really got
6
fucked up
points.
compared to.
And the second hit
There's
is 8 points of slashing
Dude
damage
is a
with
apparently.
3 points of cold.
Yo, I tried.
Good thing we have tanks.
What level is this dude that you're sending that at?
Oh, this is a.
I don't want to know. It's
Is
just
he a baby?
Jeff just
no.
gives
He's the real deal.
Or does he do it the easy way?
I feel like talking to him is gonna be the only way out of this most of the days.
Are you familiar with superiority dice?
Yes.
So I've tried to look it up in the book and I've tried to Google it and I'm trying to figure out how to use it because I have 4 of them. So I just want to be prepared for like the next round, and that comes in like 2 players.
We can do that. Whip it.
I've got it marked.
Yeah, whip it out.
So this is all that this section says on it, and it doesn't tell you what you can do. Google says you can expend 1 superiority die and use a bonus action on your turn to feint, F-E-I-N-T, choosing 1 creature within 5 feet of you as your target. You have an advantage on your next roll against that creature. If the attack hits, add the superiority die to the attack's damage roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, during my next turn, say if I wanted to use it, I would just announce that I wanted to use it.
Yeah.
And then the next time that I attacked the creature, I would just add, as long as it hit, I would just add a d8.
Or would that count as that same attack? So basically she's doing a head fake.
Or if I like
Okay.
announce it first and then
Yeah.
try to attack,
Yeah.
like
You
I'm
get
next.
bless on top of that.
I don't know. It doesn't say. It doesn't say whether or not you can. The book is
You
very
can.
vague.
Stuff can stack.
Okay.
So you chose superior. Yeah, so you just add a d8 to that.
Okay. As long as it hits.
Yeah.
Got you.
All right.
Fantastic. Thank you, DM.
You're welcome. Knowledge, guys. Knowledge. Now
Power,
it
power.
is Belle's turn.
About time. Alrighty. Pull out one of my orbs. It starts turning green. I'm gonna hurl it at the giant skyscraper that is a humanoid figure covered with snow and scared.
I thought it was me.
Oh, nice. What's 21.
21 hits.
Alright. And it needs to make a Constitution saving throw and beat 13. That's 6.
That is a 21.
Wow. Okay. Well, let's take 6 points of poisoning damage.
6 points of poisoning damage.
Yeah.
Alright.
and I'm going to look around at the cave where we're at. Are there any ledges?
Let's see.
Or anything?
In the cave?
Yeah.
Um,
Kind of like my surroundings, mainly.
no, there are no. In the cave, there are no legends. Like, is it as in like if it goes deeper?
No, like, is
Like
on
a-
the walls or anything? Is there anything I could, like, for instance, jump up
Protruding-
on?
Yes. Bob Saget. Yeah, there is like a small, like little legs that you could probably climb up on.
Right. Well, if I can do that on the right side, if I can.
Right side. Someone want to give me a little dice box?
Yes.
Oh, that was empty. Even better.
Alright, so we will put you. If
That's a big ass ledge for a little big dude.
we're just gonna say
It's like 25 feet.
Oh, that's
It's like
it.
moving.
That's it.
I'm not 25 feet tall, but that's not like high, but
it's like
I mean, we could stack lids.
yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
15 feet.
15.
Yeah, put it on its side.
Yeah, put it on the side.
Yeah.
It's more like
That's
realistic.
more realistic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Same page, man. Same page.
alright.
Top of the round.
No.
What else is there?
I have to make a saving throw?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Do you get? Does the blessing do anything?
Yeah, I get a d4 with it.
Sweet.
Nice.
Does it?
Sweaty.
Amen.
Saving.
That
throw.
Mackenzie blessing.
Okay, that's a 23.
Nice.
So that's
That's amazing.
first success.
Paralyzation is not so bad.
Realization's not so bad if you were just paralyzed.
Not when you have a Mackenzie with you.
What if you're soda?
She's paralyzed and down. Alright. Top of the round. Gloria.
You know, I'm gonna try to speak to it again. 'Cause it's still going. Why are you angry? My friends don't understand and you're attacking us, so they're going to attack you. Why are you angry?
As all of this is happening, you scream at him, "Why are you angry?" And as he's swinging on your friends, you hear him say, "Edward killed my family."
Yeah, you got to answer
Okay,
to that, do you?
so
Last living Yeti.
okay, I'm gonna shout to everyone in the room. I'm gonna be like, Edward killed his family. I am trying to help him. I'm gonna tell him again. I can make them stop attacking if you stop attacking us. We can find Edward and kill him together. I don't care.
Look.
Say that now.
Yes. No, to the Yeti.
We don't know.
Us like.
Roll a perception check.
Perception?
No, not perception. Persuasion. Persuasion check.
Whoa.
Dude ain't having it.
Wait, not having it, no.
Wait. Add 4.
Oh,
Oh, wait. You
No.
didn't get the message. God dang it.
that's a 3.
This beast will be defeated.
As you say that, he looks at
No, come on. That
He
was really
misunderstands.
convincing.
he
No, don't say that. Stop giving him ideas. That was really convincing.
On defeating him.
he
You can try next turn.
he looks at you and was like, "Edward's friend, remember?"
Edward's not friend, near a friend. Wing, dreaded person friend. Edward, no friend. Edward, no
I
friend.
don't think you can talk that much.
All right.
Well, he's like
It's like
Well, yeah, it's like no, because all of it's like going together, right?
Yeah.
So like as he's punching her and you're getting ready and like everything going on,
Cool.
I'm
It's
still
just
talking to
standing
him the
in the
whole
back
time.
And he's like, oh. So like all you guys hear is, like you guys are kind of like, wow,
What
this
the-
guy's really angry, and she is replying back in the same like guttural, just angry voice, and you guys are just kind of like wailing.
I'm just trying to help.
We have no idea what you're saying though, so you're probably just arguing with him like.
So you guys don't really know what's going on. You're like,
For all we know, it
I'm
could be
gonna-
intimidation.
I'm gonna lay my weapon down
all right,
to show him that I'm a nice person.
All right, you lay your weapon down.
You're next.
So Tyr,
Huh?
You're next.
So if she rolled out of it, I don't need to like res or like spare the die.
Well, I still need 2 more
Oh,
rolls
yeah,
to
she-
get up.
Oh, okay.
I need 3 successes.
Okay. So I roll up to her. I'll let you do it. Movement.
all right.
You guys all heard me that I said Edward killed his family, though, right? Like everyone understands.
Yeah.
Just putting that out there. And y'all saw me put my weapon down. Just putting that out there.
I cast spare the die. So I.
Does that just put me back up, like at 1?
Pretty sure. Let me read it.
You jump. You jump.
Touching the creature that has 0 hit points, the creature becomes stable. Spell has no effect on undead. What did it say?
Yeah, so
guess
stable's
that's
just
what?
1.
Yeah.
Stable. Alright. That is a cantrip. So that is that's an action. But my bonus action, I cast I put my hand over her, I pull it up, and there's like a shield over her. I cast Sanctuary over her.
We got a healer, y'all.
Warded creature against ranged attack until the spell ends. Any creature who targets the warded creature with the attack or harmful spell must first make the wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target, which won't be good. Spell to protect the warded creature from area of effects, such as fireball. But it should give you time to pull yourself together.
Beautiful.
And that's it. Action, bonus action, movement.
All right. So you're up.
Yeah.
You're up, right? All right. So as you are knocked out, so all you remember is
Can we just pause for a second? I'm really confused how Edward killed his whole family and there's 6 of us trying to take him down. What the fuck is this Edward guy?
How do you know they weren't babies?
I also didn't hear you say Edward killed his family.
She's
Oh,
out.
she was dead.
This is out of.
Yeah, this
She's
is
out.
But they could have been babies he killed. He could have been killing
could.
baby.
Could have been an
Yodas.
Anakin Skywalker situation.
But I was like, this man is hella strong.
Well,
Okay.
he could have laid traps. He could have laid
he's
traps.
hella
too.
strong, or he's
Yeah, he could have laid
Yeah.
traps. And, yeah.
Onagi.
Itachi.
Killed them one at a time, let him know.
Oh.
So, as you wake up, you see Sotir in front of you. Like, you see him above you as he casts his, like, a shield upon you. Do you say anything to her?
Are you well?
No.
Are you better?
Yeah.
And
I can't feel my legs.
still in front of you, all you remember is seeing that white, this giant white figure come up to you, and then you went black, and then you wake up and you see Sotir in front of you asking you if you are well.
I am letting her know. Well, it doesn't say, but I'm going to tell her anyway that I have put a ward on you. It should protect you while you collect yourself.
Thank you.
It is my pleasure. Now I will go help our friends.
Sounds great.
Amina.
Okay, thus far, I have heard one Yeti creature and one not Yeti creature screaming at each other in Yeti noises. I have heard the not Yeti creature tell me that the person we're looking for killed his entire family, and saw her put her weapon down. I am going to. I'm gonna do a tuck and roll backwards toward Gloria.
I'm hoping he gets the idea.
And
that gives him an opportunity.
Yeah, opportunity. Does he have it? No?
Yeah, he gets an opportunity attack if she's rolling, if she's moving back towards.
if he wants to attack, I'm still trying to figure out.
Are you moving 5 feet,
Since-
10 feet? Where are you moving?
Next to Gloria.
Alright, so you move out.
This
Like-
bitch.
Farther.
I know. Hold on.
You may get knocked
Come
out
on now,
before you even
I
get
put
there.
my weapon down. I did all this stuff. She's backing off of him. Also, a tear to just kill the person behind him. Oh, he's gonna do it.
I mean, while I'm
He's
like
gonna do
screaming
it.
at, while I'm tucking rolling, I'm hollering to Gloria like, so he knows where Edward is.
Does a 14 hit?
No.
Alright.
Oh,
So you safely make it beside her. And as you go and kind of make this kind of like tuck and roll, you see this swipe that comes down and kind of hits the snow/stone right there where you were, and he just kind of belts out this oh.
was that a thing I could understand, or was it just a scream?
I think it was a son of a bitch.
Stop giving him ideas, Kane. Stop it.
It was more of just like a cry.
He's so sad. He was.
I'm
You've gone full druid on us.
also gonna drop my weapon.
Alright, you drop your weapon. That goes from Amina to Angus McKenzie.
I run at the Yeti and
I literally.
I take out my hammer and smash it.
I hope he knocks you out. I
Roll
hope
for
he hits
attack.
you. I hope you miss.
Oh.
Wait, how many feet does he move
Wait,
with
he's
your
gotta
weapon?
get.
Wait, hold up.
You gotta get to
Your
him.
attack bonus.
Okay, hang on.
18.
If the two of us
Does an 18
were
hit.
to be against Angus doing what he's doing and he has to pass us,
Can we
do
like?
get attack of opportunity
That's
so that
a-
we can
oh, that's-
hold him off?
Yeah, can you do that?
Because you started yelling when you ran at him, so they know what you're gonna do.
This all happened at the same time. They were backing off as I was running by.
I don't know.
But we
Kinda.
made it to each other before you got past us.
Yeah. Could we like hold hands, and, like
You
grab over?
can't catch a Mackenzie. Mackenzie's are slippery.
So are you guys trying to
He's
grab
probably
him?
shorter than
Yes.
your hands.
She I would say, probably say she.
So this is
It's
going to be
a
a grapple.
dual grapple. Both
Yeah.
of us. We're just
They're
gonna
too tall. It's a disadvantage.
They both.
They have to bend over.
Or is it?
So either both of you guys roll, or one rolls with advantage.
What's your? What would we roll?
It's going to
for?
be a strength check, and he gets to pick strength or dexterity.
She has blessing.
Oh yeah, so you should you should roll with advantage definitely because I have zero.
No, it's
strength.
Okay.
Ooh, but it's like a crazy advantage. She's got to be able to
Yeah,
grab him.
I'm high on
Oh,
strength anyway.
And I'm like holding your hand or something, like not holding your hand, but like I'm giving you guidance, is what I'm saying. Like I touched you to like.
Like if
grab
I
him.
grab him, then you're gonna be able to grab the other side of him.
Yeah.
All right,
So.
Okay.
everyone start rolling.
This is some wild stuff.
Don't forget your +4.
Wow.
So what is he?
Okay.
Does he roll too?
He's going to roll either strength or dexterity.
Oh, you got advantage.
Okay. Yeah.
And then you add 2 d4s to that.
1.
No, because I'm.
Does that really count if I have dice in there and it stopped because you hit the dice?
Still counts.
I'm also
You
giving
get
you guidance, so you roll a d4 because I'm touching your shoulder, like
no,
trying to like.
that
She already used her action for this round.
Yep. Yep.
You're already
Oh, is
helping
that-
her, so
Yeah, because you're
We're
trying to.
combat.
It's a
Yeah.
cantrip.
How many actions you getting around?
no,
It has to be
it's,
a-
I didn't,
this
I
is-
didn't use my action.
This is
though.
but this is all a reaction.
Well,
so this is not
talking
an action.
is,
This
yeah.
is straight reaction. So,
when
no
do I get your
cantrips.
D4?
All it takes
You
is
can
touch.
use it now.
Yeah. It's,
You get it whenever.
8, 9, 10, 11.
When you roll to attack or do a saving throw is when you get it.
So it's in the
yeah,
tag.
it's attack.
Yeah, this is an attack, but you have to roll against
Yeah, against it.
theirs. So roll
You gotta roll.
a d20. You can use your dexterity
Did you add your blessing thing?
Next, well, that's
Yeah.
strength.
or your
She
strength.
rolled a
Good,
1 and a
good.
5.
1, 14, 16.
He broke through.
I kind of grabbed door.
So
Separate.
I'm just gonna scream, Angus, no!
So as this happened, it is almost like Red Rover. So like as
Can we not hold hands? Cause can we like not hold hands and like?
he's gone.
he's
He's
got
gone. This is-
strong. As you guys Red Rover
He's
style,
probably shorter than your hand.
as you guys Red Rover style try to
350
hold
pounds.
hands and try to block Angus. Angus just shoulder
I hope you
down
die.
and
That's all I can
tackles
say. I hope you get KO'd by this Yeti.
and tackles through this barrier,
And that
just
was-
screaming.
Just his movement, so he still has.
As you get up to the edge of, or get up right there at the feet of this Yeti. Alright, roll for attack.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
I'm so upset right now, guys. I don't know if anyone knows this.
Unnatural 20.
A dirty 20.
Dirty.
That hits.
Excellent.
Oh, blood sickle.
Plus 5, right?
I hope it does one hit of damage and all he does.
6.
Oh my.
6 points of damage.
I gotta start
I think
thinking.
you
I'm
do 4 hand
watching
strength.
this.
Alright.
This is
As a bonus action,
Uh-huh.
I want to cast Healing Word on Naira.
Thank God.
Alright.
We have 3 healers.
Yeah, that's dope.
Pretty much.
And
All
my
right,
healing
roll-
word is a D6.
Roll that beam footage and give her some healing.
D6 plus your spell mod. I
No,
believe.
D4.
I would like to commit
That's okay, but
suicide.
it's still plus your spell mod. Which is 5.
I'll bring you back. Don't worry.
I know.
7.
Everyone.
7 life
You
for
would be
Naira.
like, welcome
Need
back.
assistance.
Feeling a little
No payment
better.
needed. You are part of the group.
You're blessed by Morden, and now you have health. Now you can help me fight this
Angus
evil
is a true
Yeti.
friend.
Alright. That goes
I said he actually is something.
the Yeti's turn.
I did actually. It's,
Yeah, the one time we don't need him to. He actually
he
hits.
actually freaking.
don't need me to.
The one time we
He
don't want
attacked
him to
me,
roll
companion,
high.
me fellow Mackenzie.
He attacked her because someone.
Because he's a wild beast that needs killing.
To be fair, I didn't do anything. I just walked out of the cave and he downed me.
First of all, if someone killed Greg, you would be very angry, right?
Yeah,
If
but I
someone
didn't
killed
do
Cleo
anything.
Boots, you would be very angry.
But I'm not the person that killed his
She's
family.
the Cleo.
I just walked
She's the
outside.
But if you thought the kill, okay, but it's like saying if you thought the
We're
killer's
in combat. You
friend.
can't explain this.
Would-
We're in combat.
No, but we're not talking about this. Is out of character.
Go ahead. What is it?
Sorry. Does he kill Mackenzie?
Well,
Yeti's turn.
does a 16 hit?
No. No.
Alright.
He's getting real angry. Like, red eyes can't see where he's hitting anymore.
Yeah. So, as he turns and sees this short, stout man at his ankles, and he just tries to swing at you, and he misses. That
He doesn't talk to you. Can I be like, yo, what's up, cutie? Can we try
So,
a different approach? Can I say?
let's
something?
say.
Running out.
So as he swings and misses, you hear him say to you, Gloria. And he kind of like, he just goes, this one.
Take it.
This one's
That's all he says. As he swings at him, you just kind of see one finger just kind of pointing, and then he just goes, "This one."
I will sacrifice him for you.
Whose turn
I will
is
let
it?
you have him.
It is now Bell's turn.
Belle, do you see what's happening?
What
I'm
was
gonna
that?
tell you how to play if you're
I
like,
am-
What battle do?
I was hoping for a fairy fire. That's just me.
No one's inventing toilets.
I'm up on this ledge. I see
you just heard me tell you
everything
that
happening over
Edward
here.
killed his entire
Everything happening
family.
over here. They're dropping their swords. They try to stop Angus.
He doesn't know what to do.
I pull an orb out.
Oh my.
Full of acid.
Smoke starts coming from it, and I throw it out onto the Yeti, and a big black cloud just appears in a 15-foot circle.
All right, what
Great.
is this?
Darkness.
Trapped in the dark with the Yeti that just killed me.
No,
What
yeah.
does darkness do?
It is a magical darkness spreads from a point you choose. So my spear.
You're just making it worse.
A creature with dark vision can't see through this darkness, and non-magical light can't illuminate it. If the point you choose is on, yeah, that's pretty much it. So it's just like a.
So creatures with dark vision can't see it.
Yeah.
So everyone can't see.
It's just yeah.
15 foot. So me and
Just everything,
Amina
yeah.
can see what's happening.
So yeah.
Well, we can't. It's just black.
No one can see. It's just blackness.
Does that
Well,
put us at a disadvantage?
I have.
Yes, it puts everyone at a disadvantage.
Even the Yeti.
I have dark vision.
Yeah, but it says even with
Dark
Even
vision.
with dark
doesn't-
vision.
Even
Okay.
with dark
Sorry, I thought you said something else. My bad.
yeah. And I'm going to shout out. Stop fighting and back out of the smoke.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Are you happy?
A little bit. It's probably not gonna lie. It's probably gonna make the Yeti more angry because he is a superficial creature and he doesn't understand what's happening.
We'll find out when I shoot him in the butt.
Mackenzie protects his own.
Boom!
I'm just teasing. I don't know.
near one.
Y'all are stressing me
Oh my
out.
God.
Fuck that stress. I just swallowed gum.
I want to move as far away as possible, like 30 feet in this direction. I was already trying to head like
Well,
He
diagonally
can't see
backwards.
you, so he won't get.
you are
opportunity.
down, so you
No,
would.
I'm not.
So diagonal this way, this way.
Yeah, they killed her, so she's up.
Toward me,
Disengage.
like this side of the table,
All right.
to the left.
Disengage.
Just horizontal.
One second, right here.
Hit it with fire.
So does he get a?
No, he can't.
I don't think he can because
Yeah.
he can't see.
Okay.
And even if he did, I think he would probably pull back.
Can I can't see him, can I?
No, not now.
No.
Are you going to attack him? Oh, of course. You're Nira.
I don't know what happened. He just killed me and then I woke up. I didn't hear anything you said.
You know I saved you.
Well,
To
you
me,
heard-
my
you
friends
heard
are
that.
defenseless.
You heard what I
There's an
said.
Eddie killing.
Yeah,
You
you
heard
heard
what I
what he
said.
said. What he said.
You heard me bless you, my God.
You see, you probably now that you're out of the smoke, see that our weapons are down.
No.
She's not completely out of the smoke, though, is she?
Yeah, she still can't see through the smoke.
What would the God of the Fires do?
No, it's only 15 feet. It's because that Yeti takes up 2 spaces on both, so it's one,
So-
2.
So yeah, she could see us.
Yeah, it's pretty much a cube around the Yeti. So all the spaces around the Yeti.
15 feet. So in diameter.
Radius.
So
Radius,
one
so-
cube on each
So
side.
it would.
What
Like
cube
I'm
are
in
those?
it, Angus is in it, and that's about it. Nira's out.
Okay.
Just count a cube in
So
every
you see our weapons
direction.
down too. Are you trying to get us killed? Crap.
Yes. Yes, I am.
I thought this was.
It's a joke. All right. Yeah, I'm still gonna go with the part that's because if you're saying it's a radius of 15 feet, that's only half. So, yeah.
No, yeah, it's 3 spaces starting with the center of the Yeti. So it's just 3 spaces out from the center of the Yeti, and he's already covering up
And that's the
one.
radius, not the diameter.
Wait, so does
No, I
that
know,
mean
that's
she's
what I
also
said.
still in it and can't see either?
So if it's the radius, that means it's pretty much 30 feet diameter.
No, it's no.
It would
15
still-
foot radius. So
it would
this
still-
is
It's
the center,
what?
and
How many
15
feet diameter?
15 feet radius. So yes, from here to here would be 30 feet. So it's just 15 feet on either side with the Yeti.
Don't forget to multiply the logarithm of the tangent.
I'm just going to
Cosine.
ready Chaos Bolt. I'm just gonna have it ready and hold my action.
Get it.
A squared plus B squared equals C squared.
Alright, so you have Chaos Bolt readied. Alright. Back to the top of the round. Gloria.
Angus!
She had that inside her. It was waiting.
It was. Do you hear me? Are you? I can't.
He can't.
Well,
he
you
can't
can't
see
see.
you.
Can he not see? Can he can hear.
Yeah,
me.
I know.
I think everybody in the cave heard you.
Mm.
I need you to stop attacking the Yeti.
He attacked me again. He must pay the blood price.
His family died.
Mine.
Sorry about the mic.
He attacked me on Ken. You should help me kill him.
I literally hate you. I literally. Yeti, sir, you can go ahead and knock him out. He's not part of our group right
The
now.
Yeti won't win this one.
You can't hear what I'm saying. You don't understand.
Oh, I didn't know that. My bad.
Alright. Are you going to make any movement and or
You're big. You probably could pick him up and pull him.
Yeah, how much do you weigh?
can't go
If
in
you
the
could
smoke.
see
You can't
him.
see him.
yeah, you can definitely
He
probably
He weighs like 350
350
pounds.
next to you.
I can weigh
Tripping.
twice my. I can pick up things twice my size.
He's
without doing anything.
obese. I'm just gonna say.
Yeah, that is more obese.
A 5-foot man, is 350
Big.
pounds.
I'm actually 4, but I'm a
Thick.
lion.
Muscle. Pure muscle.
You saw how he broke through the grill.
He's actually 4 foot.
Solid.
Solid.
I want you to find me a solid 5-foot man at 350.
His name is Angus McKinney.
He's looking like freaking Iroh over here.
Listen, the Kinsey clan is big boned, okay?
We're stopped.
Thickness.
4 C's.
Exactly. 4 C's. Are you doing anything else?
Did the Yeti hear me that I was like, listen, we're not trying to attack you. This guy is type thing.
Yes,
He's not gonna listen until he's like,
he isn't listening.
Which is why we're still attacking him.
I actually listened to every word. I just ignored it.
Actually,
sorry for being in character.
Actually, I need you to roll a persuasion check
Yes.
with advantage.
Yes. Love of my life. I don't think I have anything.
Nope.
No. Okay, that's cool.
Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. You better do better than that.
I didn't do anything. I rolled a natural 1 the first time and then a 3, so
Persuade these fists.
I literally thought I'm gonna die.
Is that like the McKinsey term? for
I'm
catch
really
these
trying.
hands?
Catch these hands.
Everyone wants to kill this Yeti.
So, Tier, your turn.
I don't know what. I'm gonna try something wild.
Pew pew.
Wow, thing.
Wow. I'm going to pull out another one of my little balls.
Yeah.
That was terrifying.
Yeah.
Click it.
Uh-huh.
Lights up.
Uh-huh.
And since it's magical,
Magical light can't go through.
it doesn't.
Nope.
A
Damn.
magical light did go through.
I thought you said non-magical light.
Yeah.
It
So
says. Alright, where's that? Not. Okay, my bad. Non-magical light can't illuminate it.
Yeah,
So,
this is
okay,
magic.
my bad.
Yeah.
Huh?
and I say I growl because I don't speak Yeti. Like,
Oh, hold on.
what's up?
If any of this spell's area overlaps with an area of light created by a spell of second level or lower, the spell that created the light is dispelled.
This is what level is this?
It can't be more than 3, because really level
No, it's not level 3. I don't think.
It can't be more than
Wait.
2.
3. Yeah, it can't be more than 2.
Because we're on 3rd level, so you can't.
So it has to be a level 3 to
Yeah.
break through. So it won't work.
No.
No.
But you're level 3. Doesn't that
Yeah, that's what I was confused.
Imagine
can't
having
get
her
that
try to
level
spells
strike
at level three?
Lumos under his bed sheets, and it just didn't work.
So should I just stop this or continue with what I'm trying? I'm letting you call it, DM.
Probably still growl.
You can probably try to turn on the light and go.
I feel like. What would you rather do then?
I mean, if it, I didn't know that it wouldn't. It had to be a certain level. I would think. I'm gonna do it anyway. I would light it up, make the sound, and head. Cause I'm just gonna just leave anyway. Just head out the cave, see if he follows. And I'm growling. I'm thinking he can see the light. Maybe he's following the voice. I'm like, as far out as I can.
So you are going this way?
Yeah, that's the out of the cave,
I
right?
don't have
Yes.
anymore.
Well, the
So
cave's like
just-
out here. So you guys are already out there.
Once
Well,
Soder
mine is
leaves the
better.
cloud, can we see him leaving? Can Gloria and I see him leaving?
You guys would not be able
No,
to see
yeah,
through
we
it.
can't. See
Okay.
through shit.
But she's not. I know.
I just didn't know if it was completely covering the entrance to the cave or not.
Yeah, it's kind of like
It's in the
enveloping
way,
them.
Okay.
It's like a black wall, kind of.
Black Wall Street.
Mm-hmm. You know what they did to it. So I'm just walking out.
Alright.
Does the Yeti even flinch?
Aggressive negotiation.
Let's see.
You mean with a lightsaber?
You could be saying something in Yeti right now that he's like, fuck you.
He swings,
He swings!
but he misses completely. He's just more of like
He hurts.
very disoriented, heard a
He's pitch black.
growl, and just kind of swung in that direction, but nothing came out of it.
So he doesn't follow.
Not at the moment.
Okay.
Amina.
Alright.
Spaghetti noodles.
What would Orc do?
Pasta bender.
What would an Orc do?
She's half orc.
I would.
What would you better have to?
I am going to shout to
That's racist.
anyone who can hear me and say he knows where Edward is. We can't kill him. And
I'm glad you're focusing on
So I
something that
stop.
might get through to them because I'm just like, his whole
Where I'm
family
at.
is dead. We can't do this to him.
and then I'm gonna just pull my shield out in front of me and kneel.
Alright, so
And
you
Luke doesn't care. He's
pull out your
going to
shield
attack him.
and you
Got
kneel.
that look. Got that
Alright, Angus, it is your turn. What shall you do?
Yep. Okay.
What's my most powerful
I
spell?
hope he dies.
Will this require me to be able to see it?
Yeah. Wait, to see it?
Yes.
Oh, thanks. Oh, well, yeah, it says you can see.
A swing me hammer at the last place I saw it.
You what?
Swing me hammer at the last place I saw it.
Alright, roll with disadvantage.
Fantastic.
You rolled a 1. That's
No,
it.
you rolled a 20. And he has to re-roll it.
I might have missed it.
What'd you roll?
One.
You gotta roll twice.
That's a 7.
You gotta roll twice.
The one. That is the seven.
Oh, sorry.
17.
It's a
7 plus what was the first to be?
That was a natural one.
Oh.
I was wrong.
Yeah, I was like, wow.
So,
I don't know how this is.
Yeti team.
yeah,
Hashtag
so
Team
you
Yeti.
pick the smallest one.
Oh,
So
that's
you
silly.
swing in what you thought was the general direction, and you're not hitting anything. Nothing really connects in that situation.
Alright. As a bonus action, I would like to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
All right.
Adds 2 to my AC.
He's gonna be hard to hit.
slippery tank.
Slippery.
I don't know. Yeah, he might roll 2 natural 20s.
Wouldn't hit.
He doesn't always hit.
He's rolling a disadvantage too.
Whose turn is
Knock him out. Knock him out.
it? Is it Yeti's turn?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Honestly, all I can imagine right now is the Yeti from Plants vs. Zombies. And he's not scary at all.
Well, this one
No one else in the probably
almost
gets that, but
killed our people, so it's pretty
Oh
scary.
no. What happened to my dice?
Good.
Hey.
Well, guys, he can't smell you, nor can he hit you. So, as the Yeti tries to, you just kind of see it swing. Well, you don't see it, but it swings.
Grunting.
Yeah, you hear a lot of grunting and like frustration coming from it. So you see the Yeti moves.
He moves and bumps into him.
He might run into me. You don't know. He don't know which way I am.
Let's see.
The real problem. Let's see what he does. Uh-oh.
How does he know he's moving that
He
way?
doesn't get an opportunity. It's in darkness.
But how does he know he's moving that way?
He's just moving.
He is going towards the last thing that he knows made sound,
No one's
which
over
was in
there.
that direction.
Who the heck made sound in that direction?
he's over there.
Wouldn't he be going
He's still
toward
making
me?
sound, yeah.
Oh, you're still making
made
noise?
sound
Yeah,
in
I
that
was
direction?
This is
making
what was this all
noises.
happening at? Like,
I thought you made sound and then ran.
No, I was like trying to get him to follow.
Hodor.
While, yeah.
He runs in this direction.
Oh shit. So we're.
Is he out of the darkness?
Yeah. Are we both out of that?
You are both out of the darkness.
So it's just the Yeti? No, not the Yeti.
Nobody's in the darkness.
It's just Angus.
Oh,
no one's
It's just an empty cloud now.
It's an empty cloud with Angus. Smoky Angus. Alright. That is now Belle's turn. You just see
Do we hear like footsteps or anything?
throughout the commotion, because again, all this stuff is happening at once. So you're hearing,
You're hearing me yelling.
her yelling, and then you hear the grunts that he's making.
Chelsea trying to say that they know where Edward is and we're not.
Exactly. Her trying to scream out where Edward is, and you start seeing as the all this commotion is going on, and you do hear movement of crunching of the snow going on.
Do I see Naramore come out?
Yes, you do see Naramore come out.
I will discontinue the spell.
Darkness?
Yep.
Discontinued the spell.
No.
Glad I wasn't swinging at nothing.
Can I see the picture of the Yeti on the back of that?
I want to see it.
It looks just like him.
We could have defeated it
You
by
did
now.
such a good
if I
job.
wasn't
Yeah, that's
evil.
really
Oh, I
nice.
didn't paint that. That was creepy.
Oh, it was
He's
pretty
so
good.
cute.
That's nice.
I mean, I thought you painted it.
Should have defeated
Were you just saying Inspector
Alright,
Gadget?
I'm going to ready.
Inspector Gadget.
I just want to say
It was actually
to Autumn that
saying Dougie Fresh,
if he makes it out of this alive, we have to give him a name.
but Inspector Gadget, whatever.
You said it to me.
Just to you personally.
Just to, I agree.
What was our donut's name? Coopsy.
I'm just going to ready an action. If the Yeti starts,
Too.
if the Yeti starts coming back towards us aggressively, I'm going to cast Chromatic Orb on it.
Alright.
Dang good.
Okay.
That spell's turn. Miramore.
I'm gonna cast Hold Person on the Yeti.
All right.
Okay. He needs to make a Wisdom DC of 13.
A wisdom DC.
That's a dumbass Yeti. He ain't going nowhere.
You want to use one of my dice?
I thought it was.
Was it a 2?
It needs to make a what?
13.
Just makes it.
Boo.
Wait, if he is that smart, why can he not talk to me properly?
He was. You understood everything.
Well, I mean,
Have you ever tried to?
Talk to someone in a different language that you just kind of know.
No. Have you tried to talk to
Easy than that.
someone?
Oh.
Have you ever tried to like communicate everything that you're feeling while like in a full-on fight or flight rage?
no, I don't.
Exactly. Like there's not really a lot of thought that's going on when you're in like a flight or fight rage. Like I'm here to fight. I don't speak words.
You have an imbalance of epinephrine or epinephrine.
Well,
Okay.
I'm just gonna move as far as I can that way.
That way? Towards everyone?
Yeah.
5, 10,
So I haven't seen that arc angle for some reason. Seems a bit out of character. Seems like that again.
That is
That seems out of character. Trying to stay alive.
Miramore's turn.
Right, just
Top of the
the
round
mirror
goes
the
to
first one in
Gloria.
battle.
But I can
What
attack from
do you
distance.
do?
You have it.
When your friends are all with
I used
you,
my spell for
how
Hold
do
Person.
you
I didn't have
get
anything
this?
else.
God, and I kill you.
You readied it without using it earlier.
I don't know.
So.
Um,
Mission is to save it.
I'm gonna step in front of Angus.
All right. How many?
Right. Yep.
Members just got together.
You, what are you attacking him? I'm trying to tell you his whole family just died. I hate this. I'm gonna ask you one more time. Please. I can get them to stop attacking.
I know I thought dwarves had thick skulls.
You can't hear this.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me. I'm sorry.
No.
Are you talking to the Yeti? What did
You weren't clear about that.
What did you say?
I said, oh my god, I'm done. I'm just committing seppuku, whatever it's called. Seppuku? Yep. I'm telling you, Yeti, please. I've gotten 4 of them to stop except the stubborn one. I can grapple him and we can end this.
Roll persuasion.
Oh my god, I literally suck. We're gonna use my cute die. Heart of the cards?
Wrong game.
It's a 9. I try. I try so hard. He said, fuck you. Kill soldier immediately.
Decapitation.
He,
I will give you all the meat I have.
as you cry out, he turns towards you and he says to you, I hear your plead.
Something over good.
And he looks at you and says,
There's a butt. I said
be of your word.
butt. Okay, okay. I'm gonna tell him to. Can he leave right now if I tell him to? Can I be like, can you, so I can gather Mackenzie?
Gather.
Can I tell him to meet me somewhere? Can I like, if I talk to him, if I'm like, leave, I will find you. Can he do that? Can you run away? Or is that just going to be worthless?
He can. You can certainly try.
Okay.
It's never good when he says
What?
Can't see.
Oh my goodness.
Ain't no meta.
Let's see what happens.
I can point out that you're using speech animals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
We will see what happens.
I can't bet it. I'm sorry.
I don't know.
Don't pull
Do it in
the
action.
patience.
Let's go. Go
Y'all
ahead.
are making me nervous now.
No, we're just saying.
Oh.
Finish.
The pigeons can't be calling.
Okay. I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna turn to Mackenzie, okay? Forget the Yeti right now.
Talking to me.
I'm talking to you.
All
I'm
right.
looking down at you right now, okay? There is anger in my eyes.
Dwarves
Mackenzie.
don't back down from anger.
Mackenzie. There is a saying. Hold on. I gotta find it real quick. Where I come from, and it's Stombrang Glangdu.
Wasn't no dwarf that said that.
No, it was a giant.
Ah, the giants.
It means
Always
the tribe
full of
honor
themselves.
over yours.
Oh, that's deep.
Do you understand? The tribe's I don't. He is letting us walk away.
That's pretty good.
He already got Miramore
Tribe's
down.
honor over yours. I like that.
Everyone else
good.
can hear this too, by the way.
The tribe. He attacked and killed almost the tribe.
But she's bringing peace. So she wants peace for the tribe.
Moradin would not want peace in this situation.
He is-
I'm a religious man
he is
before
a
all
cleric,
else.
so-
Can I talk to?
No, we're in
Or
combat.
is it
Yeah,
just like?
I mean, this is those two. I was
Okay.
just speaking out loud.
Speaking out.
Okay, so we're still talking, right? You're just being stubborn. That's what you're being. I'm gonna hold you.
What?
I'm gonna pick you up and hold you. I'm grappling you.
We're doing that again.
Alright, strength.
The wits.
I have zero strength.
Does she get advantage because she's angry?
Do I get advantage because I can easily pick up something 2 times my size? Because I'm a furbolg and I'm super tall. Because it says that in the furbolg thing.
You can.
Why is she getting advantage again?
15.
Why is she getting advantage?
It didn't matter. They were.
It didn't matter. The second one was bad anyway. 15.
Alright, roll dexterity and or strength. Let's see what happens. Welcome guys to PvP.
16.
No!
Doesn't he get
No one's gonna hold Angus McKinney. No one.
It got so far, but in the end, nothing really mattered.
Turn her around to face
I guess I'm
Angus.
done. Like, that's
That was a
over.
long
That
turn.
was a long turn.
Yeah.
Did the thing honor the tribe over yours and giant when I spoke my language really good?
We'll see. Now the Sotir.
So I'm
He
standing next to him, right?
Yes, you are standing next to him.
And
I don't know what you're going to get me.
You're just
So-
straight ahead, and I'm just.
I pull out another
Feels
ball.
like magic.
This is
Feel-
this is the artificer thing, so I'm not. And I hit it. It projects the image of me and the Yeti hugging. And hugging.
I'm really trying it. Like a
So I'm
boomerang.
throwing it
It just like.
Please?
But then I try to give it to
Yes.
You put it in this Yeti's gigantic hands, and it has this look, and it looks at you.
He's like.
You're like
Smack.
robot, so you're just like.
Have you
Would
ever
you
seen the
like a
crunching
hug?
of a
Do you
of a
need
tin can?
Baymax.
Oh, that's really
and you just kind of see this, it just kind of like put its fingers through the
Image. Yeah.
the image. But I'm guessing that's like your turn, right?
Yeah, that's an action. That's an action.
Mina, what do you do?
So I see Floria try to grapple
I'm too
Angus, and Soder hand a holographic image of him hugging the Yeti to the Yeti.
And the Yeti's just playing with it.
And in response, I'm gonna go up to Angus,
Oh my gosh.
and I'm going to also try to restrain Angus. I'm just gonna try to like take his like arms and just and just like hold him back.
She was behind him,
Oh, behind
so
him.
she gets advantage.
Yeah, from the back.
But this is a lot of PvP for our group. I'm just saying.
There's a lot of PvP. Thank God there's no damage. Alright, I guess roll the grapple.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you came up behind him.
Be sure.
And is there a modifier for that?
Plus your strength.
Strength. Okay. +3. That's a non-nat 20.
30-20.
Mackenzie, you are being grappled. Would you like to roll strength or dexterity to get out of it?
Oh, which is
Strength, obviously.
All right.
Get out of it. Don't they have to succeed in it?
Well,
she's trying,
she's trying,
but
so
she's got hold of you. Trying to
if
show that Mackenzie's strength. 9. That's not enough.
so, as she comes up behind you after being distracted by Gloria,
Both arms.
Amina grabs your arms, and just tenses up as much as she can.
She used to be
And
a
And while he's
grapples
doing
you.
that, I'm gonna say, Angus, we need to find Edward. That's the only way.
You are grappled, and that's the words she says.
Okay. I'm not responding. I'm pissed.
Well, Angus, it's now your turn, and since you are grappled, your movement is 0, and
I have to like roll to get out of the grapple or something.
It's like the guy in Shamu and Mulan. He picks him up and starts trying to calm him down.
Yeah. That's exactly like it.
so you are grappled, and you cannot move.
Can I move my hands? I'm
Can you-
assuming I'm being grabbed at the shoulders or mid-arms.
Can you
No,
move your
she's-
what?
Hands.
No, she's probably got your hands. She's
I
probably got
mean-
your arms.
I mean, my arms, so my hands will be down here free.
Yeah, so your hands are somewhat free.
Alright.
Yeah, I've got him like right here.
Great.
At the, like the elbows essentially just.
Oh yeah. Okay, so you're at the elbow, so like you probably can't move your hands together.
Can I move my fingers?
You can move your fingers.
Ah, yeah, you can wiggle
I
your
point a finger at Amina and cast Toll of the Dead.
I don't know.
What are we doing? I mean,
Right? Right?
No, what are you doing?
I'm being attacked!
Sir, you
Good
are being
Lord.
grappled.
Well, guys, welcome
You're
to
being
D&D.
hugged from behind.
I'm being attacked for no reason. He's brainwashing me companions. This is bloody crazy.
He's your friend.
Okay.
You have to make
please
a wisdom saving throw, and if you do not succeed, you take 1d8 necrotic damage.
Yeah, that lowers their health permanently.
Wait, can you point at her? Wait, can you actually
He
point at her?
said I could.
yeah.
No, because like
all you have to
she's
do-
from behind.
All you have to do is touch her, pretty much.
If he's got her by the elbows, he could.
Okay.
Wisdom saving throw.
Wait, which is just a d20.
D20 plus your wisdom.
Okay.
I can't res everybody.
I hope she succeeds.
That's a 13.
Oh, you wouldn't.
My wisdom says a -1 because I have an 8.
That's a 13.
Alright,
What's,
what
your,
do I do? I just
what's your DC?
So it probably just halves. It's 13 is your DC.
13? Oh, there you go.
She passes.
Yes!
Wait, actually, I'm very happy with that.
But doesn't that just half the damage?
It says it. It says it.
So what?
It would say if it does half or not.
Yeah.
60 to wisdom.
Because honestly, I don't know if Amina would like you anymore if you did damage
I
to her.
understand. Actually, it says they must succeed a wisdom saving throw or take 1d8.
Yeah, it's
If
just
they miss,
so
they take a d12.
What? If they're missing any health.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I guess
nothing happened.
Yeah.
nothing happens.
No, nothing
If
So
they're missing health, I mean,
so
I am
base
missing health.
yes,
No,
but
but
if
you
you
made it.
lost the DC and you were missing health, then definitely you would have got hit with a D12.
Okay,
But-
got you.
Yeah,
Necrotic damage lowers your health permanently. So.
it permanently until like a long rest.
No, it lowers
Some
your
of, well,
overall
it matters. It matters about what it is.
No, necrotic sticks.
That was Angus.
Yes.
No bonus.
All right, that is now the Yeti's turn. The Yeti.
Bloody
Oh my god, is he
crazy.
gonna turn around and hug Soder?
Or he's gonna kill me, one or the other.
Oh my god.
It's gonna be interesting.
Well, if he
I mean,
kills
he's
you,
right,
it's
right
their
now
fault.
he's like-
Clear as day.
The Yeti
I've made all this effort.
hugs Soter, giving him a very strong, kind of a metal rubbing tight grip.
You're
hug.
freaky with it.
Well, no, I mean, as in like when I say metal rubbing, as in your metal on your thing is kind of grinding together
Oh,
because
so
he's
he's-
kind of squeezing you pretty tightly. Pats you on head, and then you start seeing as he starts to try to run up and starts climbing the cavern.
Okay. No, now combat's over. Right?
Oh, like outside of it?
Yeah, he starts climbing the outside to flee.
Oh, I need him so.
You guys are now out of combat.
So
I'm running after the Yeti.
Can I run outside real quick and ask him where Edward is? Can I be like yell really quickly, "Where's Edward? Is he dead?" That's fine.
do we really want to do that?
No, maybe not.
He turns back and says, "Only dead if I find him."
Okay.
Okay,
I'm
so
gonna let him
this-
run off.
Okay.
And I look at Q and I'm like, he was like a big fuzzy baby.
Wasn't he just the most cutest little thing in the world? And he lost his family. If I find Edward, I'm gonna kill him.
I don't think that's the solution.
I think that's the solution.
What else? What else?
Psychopaths.
How was Angus? He was very angry.
I don't know.
I hit
Ask
back
him
in.
why he tried to kill our friend.
I'm sure he was just protecting us. So I go,
I'm awestruck right now. Even metagame, I'm awestruck. I don't understand.
so I go back in and I tell Angus, you would be very proud, Angus. I have bounced it. It is gone. I have taken care of our problem.
He attacked your friend.
No, yeah, I know. I got rid of him. I'm telling you, I got rid of him.
You should have smitten him.
He ran. I think he was afraid.
Angus.
He needed to be afraid.
Angus, it was a misunderstanding.
Oh.
We need to regroup and try to find Edward.
Maybe before the Yeti does, because he said he was gonna kill him if he finds him.
Perhaps we should track the Yeti and kill it.
Absolutely not.
I don't think the Yeti is our concern.
We were hired to find Edward and not kill things. I'm kind of concerned that all the people I don't know are hurting the one person that I do.
I'm confused. everything and how I was going to show you the bandage.
They're saying it's getting choppy and there's a sound issue.
Unplug it.
Oh, we didn't unplug it on break.
No, we did. Okay, go back behind the thing. You're gonna see that one thing that we pulled.
Yes.
Pull it out.
No, leave it there.
Yeah, leave it there. It's fine. Pull it out.
That's what he said some.
And we are testing and testing and testing.
Can you guys
Are we
hear us
coming
now?
in clear? Hello, guys. I hope I'm coming in clear. And we are testing.
Okay, sounds good.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Hello, guys. I hope I'm coming in clear.
Sounds good.
Perfect.
Let us continue.
And continue, guys.
Do you see any foot tracks? I mean, it's obviously muddled now with what just happened.
Nearmore, perhaps
What?
we could investigate. Or basically, not really investigate, but see if you
Well,
could.
the problem is we were following Edward's tracks and they led into this cave.
Well, that's
And
what
there's
I
nothing.
I
There was
showed
nothing.
Bell.
Yeah. There was nothing leading out that you all
Yes,
saw
we went
before.
in, I showed him bandages. He seemed to repair himself and perhaps walk back out.
But we always saw those tracks.
I don't believe we were looking for them.
I mean, we can look at the mouth of the cave and see if we see any
There
human
it-
prints.
We all that stuff's been going on. There's no way it's.
Yeah, but it could have
That's
been
what I
out.
thought
It could have
too.
been out
There's-
somewhere. We could investigate around it to see if there are any foot because
Yeah.
I mean, the
just
only
that
thing that I
one
could think that we
section right
might be
there.
able to see is blood.
You can certainly try.
Well, he
and look at
bandages
tracks.
himself up in here, and we're trying to figure
Right.
out if he left.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that's
go
what I
out
was
and
thinking,
look
talking about,
for.
like, maybe
I'm
you
looking
track
for
blood out.
blood, bandages, smeared tracks, any sign of human print.
Yeah.
Like I'm investigating any possible sign that a human that was injured was here.
All right.
Throw that dice box away.
Yeah.
Throw it away.
It's made out of glitter. What was I rolling? Investigation? Survival?
Survival.
7.
There's snow.
You see snow. You're cold.
You see the tracks of going in. The tracks look different than they did whenever you guys were tracking them out, or when you guys tracked them up here. It seems like a couple of the tracks look bigger in a way.
Edward's a werewolf.
Oh dear.
They don't look. They still look boot-like, but they just look odd.
He could have been carried out by someone or something else.
Based off your survival check, they look off. Yes, it is a boot, but it just seems like the boot tracks are the same track marks, but the way the indentation is, it just looks like, I don't know, maybe he backtracked?
Oh. He's covering his tracks, maybe. He doesn't want to be followed.
Are there any tracks going
see
more up the mountain, or
That's where
was
the
it just the Yetis?
The Yeti didn't have any tracks because he climbed up the
Okay, yeah.
rock.
Was there any tracks going up the hill where we were going?
It doesn't look like his tracks went from make a perception check.
13.
13. Alright. How do you put this? So it seems that where his footing would have been, it looks like you start to see where it starts tracking up the hill, but you can definitely tell that his tracks were being shaken. Like, they look like as if he had something behind him trying to cover his tracks. So, when you start looking at everything and you start assessing what's going on, you can tell that he went in, but then he started using the same steps that he already stepped to step out. And as he stopped using those steps, he starts to use something to really to shake off his trail, like maybe something heavy to drag across, so you don't really start seeing the trail again.
Why would he want to hide his?
Because it's a board.
So do we see? So the trail basically disappears off.
It's starting to become more and more hard.
Going up the hill?
Yeah, you can tell that it goes up the hill, but the more you guys are going to try to start looking into these tracks, the more it starts
Fade.
It starts to fade.
I guess we should go ahead and head up the hill, because the tracks head that way, even though they start to disappear and stuff. So I think that's the
Who are
best
you
lead we
talking
got.
to?
Everyone.
Okay. Are they still holding me?
Are you still holding him?
We're at the entrance of the.
No.
Whoa. Y'all are gonna have to tie me up or something the second she lets go. I'm attacking. I'm not even, I mean, if we're role-playing, that'd be insane that we just blew this off, that they just betrayed me.
Well, but I didn't attack you.
She just kind of
grappled
like
you.
hugged you.
You don't grab a dwarf.
I did.
So we have to resolve this conflict first before we go talking about werewolves and stuff.
Well, I was gonna say this
We can't act like it never happens.
and we can start the next session
With me letting go.
with her letting go.
Okay.
But for now, we are going to end this session. Alright? This is a great point to end the session. Thank you guys for watching. And hope you guys have a great night. Alright.
What do I click?